Hello, everyone. What night is it, Nana?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got mixed up because we were supposed to go on last night and I just couldn't last night. So I asked Joe, could we move it just to Tuesday? And we put, I put stuff out there that it's going to be Tuesday. So sorry, it is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
And tomorrow's Wednesday, I heard. Okay. I got it going on.
I heard it is too. Do you want to do our intro, Nana?
I would love to. I would love to. Thank you for being here. Tell your friends. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button. That helps us too. And we're going to just keep going here. And we are going to, there's a Patreon if you haven't joined. It's a good thing to do. And then we have extra things that we only show the patrons. So anyway, what we're discussing tonight is 90 Days. It's the name of it is called First Date, Second Thoughts, Season 5, Episode 3. But before we start that, I'd like to mention, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before on the podcast, but I thought I should. I joined a gym. I don't know if you guys know that, but
what?
I went today again. And
you did.
The other day I did an hour on the bike. Now today I did a half hour on the bike, and then I did upper strength. The bars you pull down with the weights on it and stuff. So I'm gonna pump you up. So I'm trying. So, and Atharella, thank you so much, Jolene's Patreon. And she put the address out there. That's very nice. Thank you. Thanks you guys for joining us. See, we already got 71 people, and I did an off night. So
it is an off night.
I appreciate
so thanks for putting the Patreon. You can you can also join here on YouTube. Nana, what day do you want to do we're going to do our It's a Wonderful Life / maybe a little bit of trivia for our Patreon and YouTube members only.
Oh, okay. I'd like to do it. Can we do it? It's already the 27th today or 28th? 28th.
Yeah, it'd be cool to get it in before the new year.
Would it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's up to you.
Well, Friday we have our podcast, and that has to do with not Salt Lake City this time because there wasn't a Salt Lake City that they show. They did not show a new one, but we do have an Orange County update.
We do.
And it's going to be so snowy here, and it's been snowing most of the day away. So,
how about Thursday? Maybe Thursday, sometime Thursday. We'll do it. Is that okay, or do you have plans?
I have the kids Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm going out with Linda on Thursday morning to look up Christmas stuff.
Oh, that's fun. Well, we'll talk about it and we'll let you guys know, but we are still going to do that. We're still adding, exclusive content for patrons and for, YouTube members. Indiana Girl Jules, thank you so much. I got your message. Indiana Girl Jules sent me a message. She's so sweet. She always wants to make sure that she's not forgetting about us, but we know that life happens. We never are like, where's this person? So we just hope everything is great with you, Indiana Girl Jules. Thank you. I'm sorry I haven't been getting back to a ton of messages. If you know what's going on, you know what's going on. Hi, Joleen and Nana. Finally here for a live. Been way too long. I don't watch 90 Days, but I enjoy watching you too. Caught up on lives last night and laughed so much last night, and I needed that. We're so happy.
Her and I have been going back and forth, and I'm not sure, Indiana Girl Jules, I'm not sure if we're texting or what that, I think it's just messaging.
You're not texting. Yeah, you're just
then we must be messaging. That's what we're doing. But we've been going back and forth. And I says, no, it's nice. Anytime she can just jump in. We know everybody gets busy.
For the first super chat, Indiana Girl Jules. Thanks so much.
Nice.
Okay,
so nice.
So I do normally Nana, we're gonna get caught up with her bush and everything, but normally Nana shows you stuff she got. I checked my P.O. box, you guys, and I was blown away. We'll get to hear about Nana's Christmas and everything, and then we'll get into the episode. So stay with us and just have some fun. Lean Team, smash that like. Thank you so much. Let us know your thoughts, opinions, hopes, and dreams in the chat. Okay, so I checked my P.O. box and I got so many nice things. And I was like in the car opening it with Chell, and I was tearing up because you guys, like, it means so much, especially right now. It just means, I mean, it's the giving season. You guys don't have to give to me, but you're choosing to, which is amazing. And just, if, you know, it's a crazy time. I'm ready for 2022. I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Absolutely.
So thank you so much. So I got 2 of these delicious candles. They smell like pine. And they say Merry Christmas. I haven't even opened them yet because I wanted to show it here. And this is from Helen. Helen, you are the sweetest. Helen was like, thanks for the laughs. And then Helen also wished me and Chell and Nana a happy holidays. So thank you guys.
So nice.
So much. I do have a P.O. box if you want to send me stuff. I'm also like, I want to support, you know, small businesses, things like that. So if you have, if I can shout out your product, I remember back during Big Brother, like 2 seasons ago, Lip Esteem. Oh my gosh. They sent me the most wonderful lipstick to try. And she's someone who started her business during a pandemic out of Minnesota. She's amazing. She has an episode on Hulu about her journey in business. And it's a woman of color run business, a Black woman owned business. She makes these delicious, soft, wonderful lipsticks that I love, lipesteem.com. And she just sent me some to try. And then I just kept wearing them and kept shouting them out because they were so wonderful. So Helen, thank you. So if you do have something like that, and you want me to talk about it, I will definitely talk about it. So thank you so much. I can't wait to burn these wonderful candles. So this is a scented candle for Christmas jar candles for Christmas gift. So you can just smell it through. I feel like I'll open it, Nana. What do you think?
Would you open it? Because I would like to smell it too. I like to huff Play-Doh and candles in that order.
You're going to be like little Frankie, her grandson, my nephew, who, when he gets his hair washed, he goes, Mel me. And he puts his head to you, and he's just the sweetest boy in the world.
Can I just say one little Frankie thing that he did?
Oh, yes, you can, but look at
how darling. Oh, is that cute? Merry Christmas.
Guys.
Little farm scene and stuff. What's not to love about that?
I wonder if one of these is supposed to go to you, but I think they're both to me.
I think they're both to you. Nana gets plenty. Trust me. Nana gets plenty.
And these are handmade, and they're gorgeous. Thank you, Helen. Thank you.
Those are beautiful.
Okay, so I got that. So Nana, you're gonna laugh so hard at this. Okay, so you know how I don't know who sent this to me, so please let me know if you sent it. Also, I don't know who is typing in. Are you in?
That's me.
Oh,
said, come on, 2022. We were just there talking on the chat about everybody wants the new year to start because a new year means a fresh start for me.
Yes, I think so too. I think that's everyone. Okay, so someone sent me this awesome sticker, and it doesn't say from who. And I don't want to, yeah, there's like a company I think it came from. Okay, so who do you think this is having to do with 90 Day?
All right. Oh my God. It's the guy that was running. What's his name?
Pyro Paul. How cool is this sticker? It's a sticker.
That is hilarious.
It's a Pyro Paul sticker. Now, Deb C. It was Deb C. Oh my God. You are so
Deb
creative.
C. If I couldn't remember the name Paul, I'm in trouble. Oh my God. That is him. That's him.
We have it on our intro, him running. It's so my favorite part is him running through the trailer park. And then the way he runs.
It was hilarious. God knows. I wonder what he's up to now.
Well, I hate to break this to you, Nana, but
what now?
Video came out of Karini, his wife, abusing him.
Like abusing him?
I think so. I didn't dig too far into it because I was like, I don't even want to at this point, you know, abusive men, that's the last thing I need to hear about right now. So, or abusive women. So abuse period. So there you go. He was running, but yeah, unfortunately she was, I think, hitting him. I don't know what the deal was behind it, but I don't like to watch that.
That is hilarious. And who
isn't
sent
this
that to
cute?
you? Debsy. That is
Debsy,
hilarious.
thank you, Debsy. It is perfect. Look at boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. We laughed so hard. And I used to play this, and Nana would go, "Don't play that damn thing again.
Don't play that thing again."
It was the same as when
don't even when they were kissing, when he
mom
was
kissed on the lips.
Like, yeah, they were doing more than that. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty.
It's illegal in most states. Okay. So
that is darling.
I mean, so awesome. Okay, so then I got, the other other candle from Helen. So, I mean, just amazing, okay? The sticker. Then I get this package that comes with a note. Now, I didn't ask the person if I could read the note, so I'll read parts of it because I don't want to out anyone's identity.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Totally understand.
She sent me you guys always send me the most thoughtful gifts, and it was just, I don't want to get sappy, but you don't realize how much your support means and how, when I started this channel and brought my comedy here and commentary and brought my mom on and my husband on and my friends, how much that was such a saving grace for me. And it was a whole new community that I was excited to grow. And it's been an adventure, and there's been peaks and valleys, and I've learned so much. I thought stand-up was crazy. It is not as crazy as YouTube. Evelyn, yes, you must not have been in the chat, but I've worn the pumpkin earrings. I shouted out the pumpkin earrings. I have them. Evelyn got me Betsy Johnson pumpkin earrings.
Oh my gosh.
And I was so excited for them. So thank you so much. I'm going to wear them all the time in pumpkin spice season, which is every season, just so you guys know.
Well, it is. It doesn't just have to be around I was going to say Thanksgiving and Halloween. That's it. Those are the two, not Easter. Because I said to somebody the other day, it's probably Linda, Happy Easter. Yeah, whatever. And every time I screw up like that, I always say to her, don't tell the kids. They'll put me in a home.
We'll put you in a home.
That's our new tagline. Don't tell the kids. So,
yes, Evelyn, I'm so sorry. I shouted them out a couple times, and I'm so sorry you missed it because they're so cute. I feel like I might go get them and turn my camera off and go grab them. Okay, so like I said, it's so thoughtful. And then to add like this note to it, it just, last night I read it, and I read it to Chal because he's like, read it out loud. And I can't tell you how much it means, especially right now. Okay, so I'm not going to say who it's from because I don't want to out anyone. Okay. It just says, hello, Joleen. After watching your YouTube channel for a little more than a year, I've learned a few things about you. You are hilarious and creative. You are still tied to your Midwestern roots. You are fiercely loyal to your friends, and you stand up for progressive ideals and the dignity of all groups. Oh, and like me, and you like me, really like lip gloss.
Yay, we love lip gloss. Okay.
I watched your YouTube channel frequently during the pandemic and recently became a full-on member. But around Black Friday, I was looking to order something from a really great indie makeup brand based in Michigan, Nasty Woman Cosmetics. They have great products and live their feminist, progressive ideals. You came to mind. I hope you like these gifts. It must be strange to get presents from a stranger. Rest assured that I'm a real person. And then says, I'm a feminist killjoy, LOL, and a makeup lover. I love cats and never understood the appeal of, I'll leave that part out. Oh, and thanks for introducing me to Busy Blue and Nerdtainment. Hope your 2022 is happy, healthy, and peaceful. And then since I didn't ask their permission to say their name, I won't say it yet. But once they give me, because they gave me their Instagram, and I want to Instagram this person. Okay, so I got this.
That is so company. That's such a wonderful, wonderful note.
I mean, it just that's exactly all the things. And it's just so great. I don't even know how to put it. You put it beautifully. So Nasty Woman is this smaller brand. I know, what a thoughtful note. And
it's that is a great
right?
title for a nasty woman. I love that.
Right.
Nasty
Nasty Woman
Woman
Cosmetics. So
Cosmetics.
go
Oh,
support them, support small businesses.
what did she say?
Do
They're out of
all that.
Michigan?
Yes.
Okay.
And look at this beautiful color. So
Oh,
you
I
have like a
love that.
nude.
Oh, I love that.
And then you have a darker.
Oh my gosh.
And if I could just be surrounded by lip gloss 24/7, I mean, that's what I think my heaven is.
I was just going to say, honey, that's your heaven. Everybody gets their stuff. I get slot machines, you get lip gloss. Okay, whatever.
Okay, so not only did she give me this, but she gave me this amazing shirt that I'm so excited. And I'm going to wear it on my next stream. It's just chilly right now, but Feminist Killjoy.
Oh.
I mean,
I love that. I love that.
Perfect. It is just warms my heart, you guys. These things you send, the notes, the messages, the checking in, it just means so much. As my lip gloss, I just went crazy with my lip gloss, but it means,
all right.
It means so much, and especially here with the LEEN team, I feel like they get me and Nana, like they get us.
Yeah, I mean, we're I want to say more light and just kind of just silly, goofy. This is how we communicate because we are so far away from one another. Mm-hmm. So if anybody tries to bring us down, well, what I'm doing is I'm praying for those people. Okay.
That's so nice of you, Nana.
Yes, I'm praying for them because I think they could find something better to do in life. Mm-hmm. And I'm praying for them. So we're going to take that high road. I love the dignity of all groups. Oh, part. I do too. I just, it's a wonderful group. The LEEN team is a fabulous group. And the ones that are always there for us and always listening, we appreciate you guys. And I know I have some friends that do come on, but they don't go on the chat. No one can see you. I mean, it's old people like me. You can go on and just say hi, You don't even have to use your picture per se. So just a thought. It
won't put your picture up.
No, not at all.
It doesn't have to. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. I mean, I know you guys are definitely, it's an interesting time right now.
It is.
Like Nana said,
that's what we're going to say.
Yeah, as an interesting, it's not fun. It's not fun to have stalkers and stuff. It's not fun. It's definitely come to a point where, like Nana said, I'm hoping that I don't see it happening, but I do hope that people find better uses for their time because
absolutely,
I think that harassing people on the internet is not the way to go. There's things, I'm taking care of business, but it definitely does take a little bit of the joy out of it. It does. And I know that's the goal of these people. This is what they do. And I get that. I understand that we're not on the same level mentally. They are on a different level.
Yes.
And so, I do appreciate everyone that's been like, I'm supportive, and we just have such great people. And the good thing is it's a small group of really just sick people. And but there is something that is very strange in it, that you have a group that's trying to take away a space that once felt very safe. And it felt very fun, in a space where I wanted to include my mom, because I was far away from her and am far away from her in distance, but in closeness, we've always been the best of friends and share everything with each other. And so
sometimes too much.
it's reminiscent of things. And I think it's reminiscent of it. The irony is, here's the irony. Let me just share this with you guys, because I feel like I want to be transparent. I don't feel like it's fair that I have to just be so guarded about this, but I do, because I have to be the adult in this situation, because no one else is choosing to be an adult, and no one else is you can't fight hate with hate. You just can't.
No.
I don't know what you fight it with. You always hope it goes away. But the irony is I started YouTube as a stand-up comedian. And it happened after a very traumatic incident in Hollywood. And I've told the story before and I won't bore you with it again. But after being chased by a guy on my way to a show on Hollywood Boulevard at midnight. And it was a really scary experience that I don't think I've fully processed. And I went up and I ended up doing a show at iOS. And the guy chased me to the doors of iOS and they never caught him. And he kind of harassed other women in the area, but they never caught him. And I didn't think, when things like that happen to you, you just think, well, I'll move on. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to let anything ever take your power. No. That's always been my thing. So I went up, I had a great set. But then I noticed after that, my mentality was kind of changing and I was getting more anxious and I was getting more scared to leave the house. And because this was, the second time in my life that a grown man had chased me for what looked to be not good reasons. Normally nobody chases you to,
No.
Hey, just wanted to give you $100. So I thought I'd scare the shit out of you first. That's not how it happens. So I started introverting and my husband started noticing I wasn't going to shows. I wasn't doing things. And I didn't feel safe leaving my house. I really didn't. I was having a lot of, panic around it, PTSD type stuff. And I started YouTube. Big Brother was always something I loved. And I thought, well, I got to perform. And I just wanted something because, you feel like someone takes your power. So you want something. And I love performing and I love talking to people and I love talking about the shows I like. I love making people laugh. That's my number one thing I will always love doing is making people laugh, being silly, being whatever. So I started doing YouTube and right away got success. It was like I had never had success on YouTube because I never really put too much time into it. And when I did, this community formed and then it was just like, it was so fantastic. And I started making friends and I started believing in myself again. I got my power back. I started hitting the stage again and I was doing YouTube. So I was growing an online presence and also obviously, in-person stuff. So the irony now to be that someone or some people, I should say, are trying to take that away from me is, it's weird. And I don't think I fully put it together until, my husband and some other people pointed it out to me that it's probably very, triggering and a little PTSD to have someone following your every move, making videos about you morning, day and night, going together with, other people who
I found this on the web.
Oops. Sorry, Siri. I'm not talking to you. That don't enjoy you, but enjoy bringing people down. And so, and that is the John Yates crew and their hags and stuff.
And you feel you can't help for myself, honey. I'm sorry. I don't want to jump in on what you have to say, but for what I've seen, what they've done here, it's hurtful and I feel bad for them. And that's why I thought I'd pray for them that they find a life and find something that they like to do and that's constructive. And I'm sorry nobody wanted to sit by you in the lunchroom, but you can get over it. You really can.
I think, unfortunately, this is what they like to do. This has become a pattern of what they like to do. And, there's a lot of hypocrisy. There's a lot of just like blatant lying and it's insane. The projection, it's insane. It's just every book I read, everything I say, every time I talk to my mom is dissected, diluted, is, twists and turned, inciting of subscribers, inciting other people to hate me, inciting other people to believe lies about me with no proof, yet the propaganda in it they say is proof. So it's really sick. And from what I'm learning, it started a lot earlier than I even realized. Because, YouTube kind of tracks those things. If you make videos saying you don't like people and you're mad at them for some reason, and then slowly but surely you keep pushing it. And now, your only content is about me. That's a sickness.
It is.
It's a sickness. It's a really sickness. So I appreciate you guys reporting. I really, really do. Report away. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions of what I should do, and I appreciate you guys. And just know that I'm doing everything I need to do to be safe, to feel safe, and to hopefully, have this chapter. It's so surreal to have grown adults do this. It's fine for someone not to like you. It's fine for someone to go, we don't like her. Even she's a B. She's a B. But to take your picture, your image, change what you say, you can't say anything because there's no logic there. There's no anything.
There isn't. So
yeah. So that's it's definitely become harder to think of this as fun because YouTube seems to allow this to happen to a lot of creators. I've talked to so many people now who this has happened to. And, some people have quit because of it. And that's people's goal. But unfortunately, I'm not that girl. I don't quit. This isn't my first rodeo of toxic, deranged men and some women trying to stop little Minnesota me, but I don't know.
Okay. And I'm glad that you had that to say about this,
Yeah, and I feel comfortable saying it to everyone. I hate to interrupt you now. I just feel comfortable saying it to everyone because I never want to weaponize my audience against someone. That's never been my goal. I want you guys to protect your energy. I don't want you to go seek out this stuff. I know that the opposite is being said from the opposite side. But I want this to be a place you can come to and laugh and have a good time. And yeah. So to say that I'm just like whatever would be lying because it's very intrusive to know that there is a grown man watching everything you do. I don't know if anyone's been cyber harassed and stalked before, but it is
well, to a lot of us, this is a new medium,
Yeah.
And you would think that, and I would hope that YouTube would take this a little more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think
watch
they are.
things.
I think they're starting
and watch things,
I know that they're starting to.
Well, that's good.
Think
that's good.
That I think they're well, I don't want to give them too much credit, but I do think they're starting to. Twitter definitely takes things a lot more seriously. And yeah, so but there's a very unsafe feeling you have when you feel like you're being watched and your people are being encouraged to watch you, to look for things, to you don't feel as comfortable to just be yourself and be your own creative self when someone is just spending every second of the day defaming you, slandering you, harassing you, talking about you. It's weird. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. And it's definitely something that, I've been chased in real life, but it's like I'm being chased, but I can't really run far enough away because I don't think the internet has, and YouTube as a platform has the proper, ways to handle this. So I would say I hope they do better for creators because it's a liability. And right now YouTube is, like civilly liable in a lot of ways. So it's it's a whole different, like Ivy's saying, it's a whole different type of cyber stalking. Busy said it perfectly. You are there when he sleeps, when he wakes up. Yeah. And it's very predatory, and it's from a very not significant person because it's no one that was ever my friend, because I would never have a friend that would do that to me, or at least I hope I wouldn't. I know that there are women who date men and they do this after the fact. I've been lucky enough never to run into that type of man. But since being on YouTube, I've run into this type of man. So, yeah. And I would say any women that support this, I really feel bad for you. I do. And I hope that this never turns on you and happens to you. But unfortunately, that's kind of what happens in these situations. Is these men they'll turn on you.
It will be a full circle.
It'll be a full circle. It's very, not paid back, very invasive. It's very, very invasive. And I know it bugs, bugs Nana, and but I feel comfortable with my mom, and I feel comfortable talking with my mom about it. And my mom's like one of the very few people I feel very comfortable talking, because she knows me, she knows my heart, she knows my soul, and she knows what to say. Yeah, I thought they'd be bored
Sometimes
by
as a
now.
mom, I say too much. As moms, we do that sometimes, and sometimes they just need somebody to listen. Your kids just want you to listen. And me, I got something going. I'm going to tell you, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I just got to bring it down and listen.
Yeah, and I'm never someone who is good at being silenced, and because I'm an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius by nature. Like, I'm loyal, just like my beautiful friend who sent me these wonderful gifts said. And I'm also a fighter. Like, I don't like to fight, though. Like, I don't like fighting. I would much rather it be, positive and fun, much rather everybody laugh. But when I have to fight, I'll fight. And it's not fun, though, because it's like, it's such a waste of energy and time, because you only get so much time on this earth. And I would rather be doing anything else than having to constantly be inundated and have to report things. And, it just is, it's a very yucky feeling.
Well, you've risen above it. You have risen above it.
Mm-hmm.
And will continue to.
Yeah.
As we will continue to keep going live,
Mm-hmm.
going on air.
I've honestly never had a stalker before. And I feel for anyone who's ever had one, because it's a whole different level of, I don't know.
Well,
it's a whole different
they
level.
said
And
intrusiveness, the idea that someone could actually do this and have people that follow that don't
Yeah.
even know a person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's so, damning about it. So.
Yeah, it is. And I know there's, we've taken a lot of different routes. So we've done the ignore, we've done the comedy, you make fun of it, it'll go away. You ignore it, it'll go away. It doesn't go away, because that, when someone's doing something like this, that's something in them that they're projecting onto you, that they're going to find any way to make their false narrative of you and the situation true, because otherwise that would mean their whole life is a lie. That would mean everything they're working toward is a lie at this point. And someone who has no emotional intelligence enough to say, this is making people uncomfortable, please stop, wouldn't be able to live with being able to have the awareness of, like, maybe I shouldn't be harassing someone. Maybe I shouldn't be creating all these scenarios that aren't true,
Well, let's just go with, there's a lot of power in prayer, and Nana's praying for you. I am praying for you and any followers that you have. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Hopefully you get well soon. Your followers, they spend their time doing something better, because it's literally YouTube. It's YouTube. I'm sorry things didn't work out the way you think they should. I really am. Honestly, like, I know I can be sarcastic. I'm a comedian. You know what I mean? And my number one coping mechanism is comedy. But honestly, if this is how bad it is for you, I wouldn't want anyone to this is their thing. This is their reason to get up. This is their reason to create. It's weird.
And we will get into our episode now. And I appreciate you speaking on this. And I don't think we should give this any more time tonight.
Mm-hmm. But I agree with you. We will. And I do think that, there's a lot of women that follow me, and there's a lot of women who have probably been through far worse than this. And I also feel a sense of responsibility to be strong and to, show up for you guys when I'm supposed to show up for you guys, even though part of me wants to just be like, this is too much. This is too crazy. But I don't want to let you guys down. And I want you guys to believe that, like bullies like this, they don't win, So that's all.
No,
that's
they
all.
don't.
I wish I could be more articulate, but I think I'm still just in shock that this is at the level it's at.
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay. So prayers to you. Prayers to you.
Thank you. I love Ashley. I do not thank him for. Ashley always says, "Thank you for the content."
Oh gosh, how many do we have in? Oh, we have 189.
Yes.
Oh, hello. Hello. Can we get 189 likes tonight? I think we can.
I think we get 200. What's your like goal, Nana?
189.
We might already, we're at 95 and we have 191 watching.
Come on,
we're at
we can do
97.
this.
We just jumped up to 97.
All you have to do is just hit that like. It's just so simple. It's just hit the like. Nobody sends you anything. Nobody sends, yeah, it just hit the like and then you're part of us. You're part of us anyway, but hitting the like, we love you even better. 90 Day, episode 3, season 5. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Nana. Let's get it.
Let's talk about Gino and Jasmine. Can we talk about them?
Okay.
Gino.
I got screenshots, so if I'm looking off, I'm just looking to grab
That's fine. That's
my
fine.
screenshots.
I love your screenshots, but I'm telling you.
I got the best one for you. Oh God!
If it's her in her blue teddy.
Well, I do have one.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
I do have one of those too, but here we go.
Oh, it's just not pretty. It's like, take off your hat. We've seen bald men before, and so has she. But it's not pretty. She even had to tell him to take his shoes off before he came into bed. Oh, and he said it's been a long time since he had any action. And yeah, that's not pretty. It was so awkward, wasn't it? This is Gino. Jasmine's underneath him. I'm telling you, these two, Gino, please pack your stuff. Go back home, honey. This girl is scary.
That girl is poison. And he wouldn't take the hat off.
No.
But his kissing technique too.
Everything.
Also, he refused to shower. He had been on that long flight and they went right to dinner. And I'm just curious. We didn't see him brush his teeth and we did not see him shower.
No, he didn't, did he?
Master Blackjack. That's what I said to my husband because my husband is actually watching the season with me. And he was like, maybe he doesn't have hair. And I said, yeah, he doesn't have hair. He admitted that. I go, but I think he has some kind of like coner on top. A coner boner.
Head?
Yeah, something.
They did very well on Saturday Night Live. I would love a cone head.
Right?
Why not? Why not? Dan Aykroyd looked really cute with the cone head. He'd look really cute with anything. I like Dan Aykroyd. Okay.
Yes, he swamped her entire mouth.
It's just not.
Didn't take the blue pill. Okay, so I'm jumping ahead, Nana. But okay, so he's there. They go to dinner.
Okay, at the restaurant. She is a vegetarian. And so she orders some vegetables and stuff.
Does it remind you of anybody? This like vegetarian, I'm upset right away. Who are you talking to? Does it kind of give you Natalie and Mike vibes?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think of those two.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I'm going to change your whole life. Don't look at anyone.
It was so bad. She is so jealous. And she looks at his phone. Oh, honey, you're going to have that look on your face the rest of your life if you stay with this woman. She looks at his phone, has him delete a new friend request. Who's this? She goes, who's this bitch? And he goes, well, I really don't know. Well, delete it. Because he has to put the phone up to his face, and that is his code to get in to his phone.
I just set that up on my phone for the first time. It's pretty cool, but sometimes when I'm wearing my glasses, it doesn't. It's like, who does it?
Recognize?
Like, oh, it's me. It's Joleen. It's me. Mm-hmm.
Let me in.
Let me in.
He went to tip the waitress, and the waitress was very good. And he says, I usually tip 15 to 20%. And this waitress was really good. I was going to leave her 20%. She says, no to the tip. Do not leave a tip. Did you have sex with that woman? Did you have sex with the waitress? Oh, honey.
He just got there. How did he have time to brush his teeth before trying to maybe have sex with you and caress your back in a weird way? He hasn't had time to. He needs a half hour to pop the blue pill. What is she talking about now?
I have no idea, but the way he went after that hamburger is the way he went after her mouth. and it was just gross.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
And then he asked for American cheese. And he's just, I don't know. I mean, when in Rome, but this isn't pretty. This is not pretty. and she's a beautiful woman on the outside. Her inside, not so much. She is very controlling. They've already had a first fight. He hasn't been there 24 hours. She comes out in this thinking it's going to change the world.
I mean,
instead,
he's still looking for his phone charger.
That's right. Instead, she thinks, he's going to just hop on me. Wait a minute. I just have to charge my phone. Is that what it's come to nowadays? Hang on. I just have to charge my phone. Now,
yeah, I mean, social media is so much more important than getting laid, I guess.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Okay. So she said, no, you are not leaving a tip. She was mad the rest of the evening, goes home. I need some space. Slams the door on his face. Get your suitcase. Run. She needs some space and she slams the door. He says, I hope. He's I hope this gets better. Really? I don't think it could get much worse. Okay. Do you want to cuddle? He doesn't know how. Do you see that? You have to take your shoes off. When she said that, I was like, oh my God.
Now, Joe was saying maybe he's just nervous because the cameras are there. And I said, okay, but you see people all the time just pull the blanket up and then the cameras leave. But even the way he grabbed her was like, and then he goes, oh, what are you wearing? She's like, these are my pajamas. Let me just tell any guy that happens to be watching this that thinks any woman sleeps in this, they don't.
Well, honey, I do, but me and Jasmine do, but nobody else does. In Minnesota, this is really nice and warm under some flannel sheets. Okay. And if my ASS looked like that, I'd wear it outside. Okay.
Me too.
She needs some space. Okay, Jasmine, we know. Jasmine says, if I tell you something, just do it. Wow. I hope they can incorporate that line into their wedding vows. I think it would be very nice. I think it would be very nice. He's excited to be intimate with Jasmine, wondering if he should take his little blue pill. Take off your shoes, she says. He's nervous. It's been a while. Take off your hat. No. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. This is
the hottest sex we've ever seen. Brush your teeth. No. Shower. No. Take off your hat. No. Take off your shoes. No. Take off your dirty airplane clothes during a pandemic. No.
Oh,
all right, let's bone.
You?
I don't know.
Yes. And she's got a rocking body. Nobody can take that away from her, but not rocking enough. He still had to find his phone charger. So there.
And this was a perfect time for him to, because I could see if he didn't want to hook up, if he's mad or something, if he's like, no, you're acting like a creep and you're being way too jealous, girl. So no, I'm sorry, I can't get a boner for that. But he did want to jump in bed and cuddle and make out in the way that he makes out, which I guess is making out, but I've never seen it like that. It was very strange. It was like a bird kind of feeding its baby food. Like, how mama birds will carry the food. Looks like he was just transferring food into her mouth. So it was not very sexy, but he could have easily just went like, okay, I'm going to go take a shower. In that moment, you pop your blue boner pill, you hop in the water, get all cleaned up, wash your balls. You have been sitting on your farty balls all day on the plane, okay? You cannot tell me that this man, okay, Nana, is not the type of man who's like, this plane's loud. I think I'm just going to rip one. He's probably ripping them all. I can just see him like, they're not going to hear me over the engine. So he's been farting on his balls all day. You have to shower, sir.
Oh, he needs to shower. It's a good thing to shower.
You got to wash your ass.
Yeah, wash your ass.
Wash your ass.
So
that was hot.
That was a hot. It was
hot.
God love you.
God, it's so hot.
It's not pretty. I hope the cameras
everyone can
moved
recreate
away.
this with their spouses.
I know.
Make it make sense. There's nothing worse than a farty ball. Nanny, Make It Make Sense made it to well over 1,000 subs now.
That's wonderful. Congratulations, honey.
Everybody go sub to Shannon Van because we're getting Shannon Van to over 1K because she is funny, hilarious, smart, wonderful, been doing YouTube and should already be there, but the algorithm is very unfair. So go support Shannon Van.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is unfair.
Yes. And why aren't you taking your shoes off for getting in bed, Nana?
I don't understand that. I mean, when I come in the house, that's the first thing I like to do. Of course, I like to be barefoot. Frankie gave me, my grandson gave me these little socks for Christmas, and they have the little things on the bottom so they kind of grip. And the kids,
I'm wearing those kind right now.
I
don't
love
be
those
gross,
kind.
But I have those kind right now.
I
and I got them free from United Airlines. When I went in their like room, what is that called? Special room you can go in if you pay.
Bathroom? Oh, sorry.
Bathroom.
Now
I'm going to be on another foot fetish website.
Yay. But yeah, it was cute. The kids got to take money, get money from their folks and go into a room at school, and they had all the presents. You guys used to do that. And you'd pick a present like for mom and dad or for grandma and grandpa.
Oh, and I used to love doing that. I was like, I'm going to get my mom a giant eraser that's also a Christmas ornament. And guess who still has the giant eraser that's also a Christmas ornament? Nana. And I was like, killed it. Best daughter ever. Merry Christmas, Nana. Thanks for pushing me out of your cooch. Bye. And then that's all she got. That's all she got.
But it was just so sweet. They pick it out themselves. So when he came over the other day, I had him on. And Sky Lounge, thank you, make it make sense. I couldn't remember.
Make it make sense is fancy, so he knows.
I mean, I was going to say, holy fanciness, yes. So, I mean, he just was so sweet about, oh, Nana, you're wearing the socks I bought you. I said, that was one of my favorite gifts, And then, Lucy gave me little gloves. They're gray gloves, gray and white. It was just so sweet. We were at Kohl's the other day, real quick, just Frankie and I. And they didn't have hardly anything left for after Christmas. They really cleaned out their shelves.
I'll just keep it a nice screenshot while you tell this nice Christmas story.
I know, this Christmas story. We should have the bells of St. Mary's playing or something. And we're walking out, and there's a real pretty woman, older than me, sitting in a wheelchair. And Frankie and I are walking out, and I got packages, and he's just got his hat, swinging his hat. And he walks up to her, and he says, Happy New Year.
Oh,
he's a little bit of guy that he would think to say that.
He's very thoughtful though, because whenever I talk to my nephew on the phone, who's 4.5, not 4, 4.5, he says, "Hi, Joleen, I love you," and I'm like, "I love you too, Frank. I love you so much." And he goes, "I can spell my name Frank, Frank, Frank. I love you, Joleen. Hi, Joleen.
Frank." But that woman just looked like this and said, "Well, Happy New Year to you too, honey." Aww. Took her by surprise. Took me by surprise.
A little gentleman. Now, Kate, I think, okay, did you message me about this? Because I'm sorry, I don't think I've gotten back to you yet, but there is a little bit of Holly Beth from Big Brother. I can see a little resemblance. I can. Now that now that I'm looking for it, I can see it.
See, you guys say Holly, and I think right away Girls Next Door with Hugh Hefner.
Oh, no.
Holly Madison. Okay.
Yes, you love her. Okay, so that's, these two are just a mess, okay? She's like, I hate you. Don't look at anyone. I own you. Like, I am the boss, applesauce. Did you sleep with that person? Did you sleep with that guy? What are you looking at that, pigeon? Did you sleep with the pigeon? And then she's like, but let's still have the sexies.
Because she loves sex and she's good at it. She said,
she's very good at it.
Really, how can you be bad at it? But anyway, really doesn't take a whole lot. There is an exercise machine at the gym. Well, if you're having trouble, get on this machine. I'm telling you.
Is it the one that you pull and it like puts your pelvis up or something?
No, it just you put your. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Never mind. I'll get back to you after I really learn how to do this.
Thank you, Kaylin. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Joleen and Nana. I'd be in the bushes, but I love you both. You keep me in stitches. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, Kaylin.
Oh, is that ever nice? Thank you, Kaylin. Thank you very much. That's so nice.
Okay,
So,
which couple? So that kind of sums up this couple, right?
Yes, it really does. I'm on the next page.
Okay, who are we going to next?
We're going.
I'll be honest, Anna. I'm so far loving this season. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. But compared to whatever we watched last season with same old, I'm kind of loving this new cast of just, I mean, because there's some people that you actually feel for. Like I
root
feel
for them.
There's people we can root for, and then also the Cuckoo Bananas people. Okay?
I know you really root for this one. Let's go to Mike, shall we?
Oh,
I want Mike to have a happy life so bad.
Me
because
too.
He's got
Happy
so much.
Mike can't get wifed. Like it's just so sad. Let me try to pull up a screenshot. Go ahead, Nana.
Mike, little volunteer fire department guy. I love you. I absolutely love you. I think you have a good heart. You have a good family. You take care of your dad and your grandpa. You live with them. You cook for them. And now he's striking out to do something for Mike. He said he's 34. He hasn't had a relationship in 20 years. Well, that brings you to 14, honey. That's 8th grade. How much of a relationship could you have had at 14?
You can't have much at 14, 15. Let's see. At 14, 15, I think I dated Derek Eastman for a month and kissed him during the movie Aladdin. So if that was my only dating experience, then that would not be too good. How about you, Nana?
And I think that's what he's saying, honey. We went to the Shrine Circus, and one of the boys put their arm around me, but it wasn't the one I wanted. But anyway, so Mike.
Did he try to touch your boobage?
No, they only did that when we clapped erasers. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that story.
Mike meeting his love. It's just, he leaves his dad and his grandpa says, well, you're never too old to kiss your grandpa. Remember that.
That was so sweet. It reminded me of Wally, and he puts his hearing aids, and grandpa's like, what? Huh? And Mike's like, I'm going to get laid in Colombia. He didn't say that, but that's, I think, what he's thinking. I bought the kids' toys. I think I'm going to get laid. I got her a fridge. I got her an oven. I got her a blender. I got her a dining table. I got her a couch.
He didn't say all those things, but he did do all those things.
He
just mentioned that he got her a couple things. It's just so, I'm telling you. He leaves for the airport and his ride comes, which I'm assuming is an Uber.
Yeah, like Uber.
What's the other? Lyft?
Lyft. I like Lyft better. Yeah.
Okay. So Mike is taking a leave, 34 years old, never have been in a relationship. He's on his way to Colombia. Oops. He gets to the airport and he can't find her. This is just nerve-wracking for me. He's walking to this airport and it's empty. I'm thinking he got stood up.
Yes, and he's in an area that's like you don't know where you're at. You don't know who to call. I mean,
I was sick for him.
And he doesn't, you can tell, he doesn't travel a lot. This is definitely outside of his comfort zone. And he's just walking around like, I guess, it's 30 minutes later, it's 40. And I was watching Pillow Talk, and what's his face? What's the one little guy that usually makes me LOL, even though
it's on Pillow Talk.
I had to check it out because I had to see Kenny and Armando, who I am loving on Pillow Talk. And also, who is Bra Lady's new dude? Because I didn't keep up with her, but she was like, Mike's gonna get she better be there for him.
Where is her girlfriend? I like the girlfriend with her. I think
now that she has this boyfriend, I know. I was hoping that.
Tim.
Tim was making me.
I love Tim.
Because he was like, Colombian women will make you wait. That's what Tim said from Tim's experience.
And then he's got the shaved head here, and he sits on the couch with the real pretty, his ex-wife, I think it is.
Yeah, his ex, whatever.
Oh my God!
Every time we forget their name, but
we just love you, but we forget your name.
But Molly, oh my God, Molly's like, oh no, what is he doing to her? Get us some ice cream. This is bad. We'll pick him up. Why don't you pick him up? Oh God! Oh Lord, no!
Molly,
just put him over your shoulder and take him to your house. Oh no! I love Molly. She's so cute.
Oh my God, she is. I love Molly too, and whatever her girlfriend's name is, I love those two together.
I didn't watch The Single Life, so I didn't know she got a new dude because I didn't want to watch anything Big Ed was on. I boycott anything Big Ed's on.
Ish.
But yeah,
his last chance for love again. Okay. He gets to the airport, can't find her. He says, if I get to Columbia, find out she's using me this whole time, my heart will be broken. He just puts it out there. He says, her kids, we find out, are 3 and 7 from different fathers, which isn't unusual, but she mentions it. He texted her that he was there and there was no response. And that's when I really started getting nervous for him. She is a single mom. One was a one-night stand, she said, and the other one she still loves and is in jail.
So she would have 3 total kids, I believe, right? So 2 now from the same guy. Am I wrong? So 2 from the guy who's currently incarcerated, which would be her ex, and then 1 was a one-night stand, probably when she was like 15.
She has 2 kids, right? I have 2 children.
Let us know in the chat.
And a 7-year-old.
Okay, you're probably right, but I thought it was 3 because I thought she already had one with this guy who's in jail, and then she went to visit him, and she got pregnant after visiting him in jail because she wanted a baby from him.
That's the 3-year-old. That's the 3-year-old.
Okay, so
she has 2 children. I'm just kind of looking. Only 2 children that I wrote down, 3 and 7.
Okay, yeah, it looks like you're right, Nana. Everyone's saying that, and thank you, Madam Caliente. Thank you so much.
Let's say, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I think oh, sorry, you're right. I'm
okay,
wrong.
that's what I missed. Okay.
So what's big. Her name again, Nana?
All right, we're going to get to her name real quick.
Okay.
Ximena, Ximena.
Okay, so X's are like H's, so like Chel's name pronounced in like Spanish is Hichel. Hichel. So if you pronounce the X is silent in English, but in Spanish it's Hichel. So that's a H. It's a Hichel.
So
Hichel.
Ximena.
So she's
Ximena.
Ximena. Hers is Ximena. I think it's Ximena.
Ximena.
So it's if you see an X, it's an H, I believe.
Okay, I'm going to write
Ximena.
that down for a future reference.
So even for Chel, so like when I'm around Chel's family, they don't call him Chel, they call him Hichel. Because the X, they pronounce the X, and the X is pronounced as an H in Spanish.
Really?
Does that make sense? Hichel.
Hichel?
Hichel.
It's kind of like, hey, Chel.
Kind of, but it's just an H. There's not like a Hichel.
Like there's no little A in there. Hichel.
Yeah. Ximena.
Hey.
Ximena is her name. Ximena Hichel. Okay, so we're
I know Bonnie's still in the chat. Bonnie, are you still here, honey, with me? I know I told this story before, and I'm going to tell it again because I just love it because I thought it was hilarious.
So Ximena.
Teaching my son
Ximena.
the symbols in science, and he had to like, what is silver? What is, I don't know, mercury? What is gold? We're going all the way down the line, and he's telling me the symbol for it. What would it be?
Ximena.
Anyway. So I said, Billy, you're from the east side. Because he says, I can't ever remember gold. What do you say for gold? And I go, you're on the east side, Bill. Somebody steals your gold, your necklace. You go, hey, you, give me your gold. So it is AU.
So, got it.
Thank you. So Bonnie, that one's for you, baby. This is how we teach them on the E. Okay. So the 3-year-old's dad is in jail.
She got intentionally pregnant during a conjugal.
Second visit to the jail. She loves him very much. When she said that, my heart broke for Michael. It just did.
But am I wrong? Let me know in the chat, and you let me too. I feel for her, and I'll tell you why. I feel as though she really found her person, and for whatever reason, because she said she normally dates, tough guys and this kind of guy, and she even said drug dealers or whatever, and never guys like Mike. And so she might, pick guys that are a little more on the dangerous side, I guess, than Mike, who's like, hey, I volunteer. I mean, that's pretty dangerous, firefighting, very dangerous, but you know what I'm saying, like a little more bad boy. And yes. I kind of felt for her because she felt, and I've only seen her shortly, that she genuinely cared about this man. He's going to be in jail for a while. She loves him, but she knows her sons needs to be taken care of. Now, I'm not saying that's a good reason to take advantage of someone else.
No.
But she's looking for a father figure and a better life for her son. So it's like I can kind of empathize. Does that make me a horrible person?
No, she said that she's looking out for her children because Mike has been so good to them. She loves the man in jail who is the 3-year-old's father.
I wonder how long he's in for. She said a long time, but she didn't say how long. So that's like Mike then has an expiration date if he even makes it to the altar, because once this guy's out, I think it's over. And Mike's probably going to have, it's going to be quite interesting for him because she's going to be, talking to this guy, probably want to visit him. And she probably wanted, something that would always bond them, which would be the kid, which is kind of a shitty thing to do if he's in such a bad position.
But if she moves to the United States, she will not be visiting him.
That's true. That's true. So maybe she wanted, I know it sounds weird, but maybe she wanted this piece of him, which isn't necessarily fair to the kid because you're setting the kid up for failure because his dad is, she said, in jail for a long time. But I don't know. I'm just trying to understand this couple still.
It's good. I think her heart is in the right place as far as she loves this other man. Okay. But then don't take advantage of Mike, who has purchased you a couch, a dining room set, a refrigerator, a stove. He isn't Price is Right. These are things you earn on the Price is Right for guessing the right price. A blender and money, food, rent. Mike bought all of this. And she's a manicurist. Well, you don't make a lot of money being a manicurist, and she's not doing it now because of the pandemic.
You can make a ton of money, depending on your business, but not during the pandemic.
Not during this. No.
But yeah, she's kind of showing us her kitchen. Now, I will say this. I think my heart kind of opened to her, and I think Margaret and I are on the same page here. I think she's been through a lot at a young age, because when I saw that this is her stepmother, I thought, oh, her stepmother's a baby? And when her dad came in, I was like, I mean, did you see the age difference? I mean, I know we see lots of crazy age differences here on this show, but this was off-putting to me.
Yes. I mean, she's got a baby face. Well, she still is. She's young.
I don't know. I don't want to prejudge her dad too bad, but this looks creepy. And yes, Maria, her eyes have so much sadness, and I feel as though she's not like, I guess she's in the traditional sense. I mean, she is scamming, but I feel like it's, I don't know yet. There was something about her and looking at her sad eyes where I was like, I don't feel like she has the worst intentions, but it is really bad for Mike that she said he's not attractive and she is in love with this other man. And it's not good to get, pregnant, knowing he's going to be in jail for a really long time. So, yeah.
And she was explaining how she got pregnant. That bothered me. I put my one leg here and my one leg there. What?
Oh, no.
I mean, were you in the same room? No.
You have to. No, I think she was talking about. So when some of my friends were getting pregnant back in the day, I don't know if it's old wives' tales or what, but right after the man inseminates, you're supposed to. This got 2 of my friends knocked up like right away. You put your legs back and you put it up above your head, and then the little spermies travel right to the egg, and they go like, look who's talking 1 and 2, like, here we go, one more time, everybody's feeling fine, here we go, yes, here we go, my sperm has got the flow, like it just goes, here we go to the beat. It just makes it easier for the spermies to fight to the egg.
I just want to say that's a load of crap. Okay. All right.
But tell Crystal that, because that's how she got pregnant, and she got pregnant right away. And Crystal has 2 beautiful boys. I hate to out Crystal's game, but it worked, Crystal. And she told me that. She was like, oh, you want to have a kid? Get them legs over your head for a good amount of time after you have the intercourses.
And do it early, kids, because as you get farther along in the tooth, my age, those legs aren't going anywhere. Okay.
Yes, that was Tracy, the stepmother. Oh. That's her stepmother. This is her
She does. She looks
wife.
about 14. She looks
younger she looks younger than Ximena.
Yes. Well, the dad comes in, it'd be the grandpa, of the two boys, but her dad comes in, and I like the idea that he was worried about the kids. He says he has to give his blessing to this, Mike. Dad's worried about bringing a stranger by his grandkids. Good for you.
That is true. Evelyn said, Nana, I'm just telling you, I'm not saying I'm a baby doctor, but I might be a baby doctor. Evelyn, I got pregnant the first month I tried with that exact method. Graphics, I've heard of that. And Phoebe did that in an episode of Friends when she was being a surrogate for her brother. That's probably where my friends saw it.
Serious?
Fans.
I'm sorry. I've never heard that.
Maria said, I heard your man must leave his socks on.
There you go. That's about what this sounds like to me too, Maria. Okay.
No, you're helping him get upstream. Like you can't have any roadblocks. You gotta get them up. Like goal, or what's the thing like in football? Touchdown.
Yeah, I would say touchdown. Okay.
Touchdown. And your shoes for traction for when he leaves. When the man leaves. When he sees your legs go up and he's like,
I gotta go. So
even Bonnie's heard of it, and we know Bonnie knows it all. Bonnie's a genius.
Oh, listen to what Chell wrote here. Chelly? Sadness in a Latina's eyes is natural.
He's just being a comedian. He's a comedian now.
Oh,
take anything he says seriously. He's joking. He's a comedian.
I know that, but I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Don't even highlight that shit.
What is he in jail for? I can if I want it. She will sell the appliances for baby daddy's fines. Oh,
I don't know.
Diana Lee, I'm sorry. I think her heart is in the right place, but I think she's a scammer. Can you be both? I mean, I think what I've seen with her with her kids, layers. Just that little bit. Yeah. Really good mom, attentive. But you know what? And she's very pretty. I just hope she doesn't break Mike's heart. That's all.
I mean, his heart's going to get broken unless it's going to get broken, because even if he's going to be in jail for life, she's still going to have this affinity for him. And
that's okay. If she's in America, let her have the long distance affinity. Wasn't that a name of a credit union?
It's your credit union, maybe. Carolyn said, my mom said she got pregnant every time my dad looked at her. TMI, Mom.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So it was nice to learn a little more about Mike and Ximena, but and then it looks like when he does get there, because she does show up in next episode, we are going to see him have to stand like this in front of the whole family with his little nipples.
Oh, honey, I know. Why? He's got those little pink nips.
I know. And what a cutie.
And she says he isn't much to look at from the outside, but
I'm telling
his heart is good.
If you can find a way to be attracted, because looks fade, they always fade. But if someone is beautiful in their heart and their soul and loyal,
that doesn't go away.
Like come on.
Yes, that doesn't go away. Some of us have just been natural beauties throughout our life, from second grade on. And then some of us not so much. Okay. Just
ALS says, I didn't have my legs up. I just fell asleep. That sounds a lot easier. Yeah.
I read that one. I thought that was the funniest damn thing I ever read. I was going to highlight that one. You beat me to it.
But I think if anyone ever just wants to not get pregnant, I think plan B is just this. Just looking at this.
Absolutely.
That's your plan.
Put that right up there, right on the ceiling. I think I'll paint the ceiling white. Yes. Put that right up there on the ceiling.
Everything I had on the plane, I didn't floss. I didn't brush. I didn't
do anything.
I'm full of COVID germs and plane germs. And here's my shoes and my hat.
Off the plane. Come on, clean it up. Like you said, at least wash your balls.
Two of the best nipples since Joffrey. Remember Joffrey's tats? So what's her face is still with Joffrey despite him being convicted.
Shame on her.
What is her deal? These
No.
people are weird.
Shame on her. She deserves what she gets with Joffrey. If she wants to stay with a guy like that, shame on her. Okay, let's go to Kimberly.
Oh, not PlayStation. Kimberly. I feel like Soldier Boy and the PlayStation are now humping. And Kimberly's never going to get it, never going to get it, never going to get it, never get it.
Kimberly and Usman.
Okay, I'll find a screenshot. You just
okay, I'll just keep going.
Is this them too? Yeah, here we go. She brought him roses, Nana.
She brought him roses, and she even asked the driver,
do straight men like roses?
Do they? He said, no. I mean, she asked the driver, if a woman would bring you roses at the airport, would you like that? He said no.
He said, no.
No. And he was not excited to see her. She's acting like not even 14, maybe 11 or 12, giggling and, I can't believe you're here. I'm gonna, Kimberly. He's like, excited.
Baby girl, I'll be there for you. Anything you want, Kimberly, I'll have for you. If you bring me a PlayStation and a MacBook Pro, I won't kiss you, but pay for my hotel when I do my video. Like, does she not see? She's paying for the rooms and stuff. And he just happens to invite her when he has a music video. So now he has a bomb-ass hotel to stay at with his friends who are like, hi, super fan. She's like, don't you call me that. And why? Okay, women.
She's mad.
We got to have a talk. Nana. Okay, you ready for this?
Is it serious?
It's serious.
All right.
Okay. Ladies with hair like mine, very fine. You can't do those little baby ponies on top without either adding some kind of clip-ins, a lot of dry shampoo just to buff it up, because she's got this tiny little kind of rat tail pony hanging there, and she keeps and it's like, we need volumizer, you need a blowout to pull that off, you need all kinds of things. But we see this in like baby girl Lisa type looks. It's not good.
It's not good.
Girl, you can do so much better for a hairstyle, because you got this little tiny baby pony.
You are not Heather Dubrow, okay? Know it. Understand it.
Even Heather Dubrow adds a little bit of oomph to it. If you don't have thick hair, pulling this look off is really hard to do.
No, I don't like it.
So the whole time it goes forward, and then all you see is like a bald spot.
No, you know what the issue is? It's showing too much of her face.
Nana.
No, it is. I mean, you got to come down with some bangs or something like that.
I think a swoop or something, or like
a
more...
I should
defined
say too much of her forehead. Too much forehead. You can never get a grab some wispies, forehead, something. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. We're running right over that. Sorry. Don't talk through my jokes, but you can, because it made it funnier. She didn't like being called a super fan, did she? She was pissed.
Well, it's because she looks 22. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. She's like, I'm Taylor Swift. I don't know what you're talking about, but me and Taylor.
50 years old, and she looks every day of it, if not more. And he says, younger, you look 32 or something. I'm
feeling 32.
31
I'm
or
looking
32.
73. Like, that was a lot.
She meets his two friends. Usman tells his friends to quit asking the girls stupid questions.
But that was
that was funny.
Like a setup, don't you think? Because they were like, hey, Superman, how you going? And then she's like, he invited me. And then Usman, you can tell, he's like, okay, now I'm going to look good. Calm down. Don't say that about her. But he thinks that about her. You can just tell.
He is not attracted to her. She does give good gifts. She wants to stay in the same room, and he says, no, you have your own room. I want to take this slow.
Well, he wants to bring him back. He's not serious about finding love. He's serious about promoting his album.
I don't like Usman. I mean, Usman, don't come back. His friends are rooting for them to fail. Yes, they are.
I do. I'm sorry, but the baby girl, I'll be there for you. That was a banger. Like that was. I still sing that song randomly. I'll be honest. I know it's auto-tuned and cheesy and all that, but that was a banger. I don't know if this new song's gonna hold up to what a banger that was. Baby girl, I'll be there for you. Anything you want, I will care for you, girl. I don't even know if I got the words right, but I don't even know if he got the words right. Do you know? It's just such a fun song.
I would rather be singing Barney. I love
Really?
you.
You don't think it's a good song, baby girl?
No.
Put it in the chat if you think it's a good song. I think it's a good song.
It's crap. I'd rather
I'll be
listen
there
to
for you, girl.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got love in my tummy from the Ohio Express. I'd rather listen to that over and over again.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got love in my tummy, and I feel like loving you.
Ooh.
Love you such a sweet thing, good
enough to eat thing, and that's just what I'm gonna do.
I can't help it. I like it. Baby girl is, that's my jam too. I'm like, I'll just randomly be like, baby girl, I'll be there for you. Anything you want, girl, baby girl. And Kimberly, I love it.
He is not interested in her. You are right. I'm trying to see who said that. I'm sorry. I just bypassed it for a minute. These guys are just funny. His friends are funny. And I love their names. Badmus and Slam T. I love it.
Love it.
Yep. One of them is his friend. One is a manager / friend. Usman comes to her room. Oh, she wants to be romantic. I'm not her boyfriend yet. She brought him gifts, a MacBook, like you said, and a PS5. I love my gifts. He kisses the gifts. He has yet to kiss her. I'm sorry, but I'm going back to my room. She says, I don't care. I'm here for 2 weeks. She is going to make her way to his Usman.
She got him a MacBook Pro, Nana. Do you know how much a MacBook Pro is?
I would say $1,495.
Oh, she probably spent like 2 G's on that.
Oh, really? Because on Price is Right the other day.
It depends on how big the screen is, stuff like that.
I suppose. This one was a nice one.
But the MacBook Pro too has more memory. You can do more stuff on it. Because I just have, my MacBook is just like a regular, and then I had a MacBook Air. But the Pro is like you can do more stuff. It's got more power in it. And then when he got the PS5, I mean, he was literally, I have a screenshot, but he was making out with the PS5. The PS5 got so much love and she got none.
Usman got a stiffy when he saw the PS5, and I don't blame him.
He really did. And then she did that thing. It was so funny. So they were talking and, she was just like, yeah, some MacBooks are just real expensive. It depends on the MacBook, $2K easy. Okay, so
really?
She did this thing where she was talking. He's like, "Oh, you got the honeymoon suite," and she's like, "Honeymoon suite." She's like, "Yeah, I did." And then he's like, "Whoa, that's marriage." She's like, "Whoa, I'm not talking marriage. Well, slow your roll." But seriously, I will marry you now. But I'm just kidding. Like, gross, ew, gross, puke. I hate guys. Like, she played that little thing. It's like, girl, you would love it if he was like, let's get married tomorrow. Because she's like, oh God, slow down, you. It's like, no, you slow down. You got the honeymoon suite. You got him another suite. You bought him a MacBook Pro, a PS5. You came all the way down here. You only brought t-shirts with his face on it. You slow down. She was like, whoa, God, oh, you're pushing it.
Slow down.
I only flew to a whole nother continent and got you $10,000 worth of gifts. Did my hair like I did in 1993. Wore t-shirts with your face on them. It's not like I'm looking for anything serious. Got the honeymoon suite. Whoa, calm down. God, you need to calm down. You're being too loud. Taylor Swift again, just whoa, what? Am I pregnant? I don't know. No, God, shut up. Like, she just was so, it was so silly.
Oh,
the way she was acting.
And she is silly. And we have 211 people in the room. And I would love for all 211 hit the like. That would be awesome.
Find my picture of him.
She changed her shirt to match his. I could gag.
And then she's like, ew, gross. God, like, I don't even like you. Like, oh, God, I had
didn't she?
Nothing to do this weekend. She was trying to play, like, oh my God, I was just bored. That's why I showed up in Africa. Where am I? And I'm not in Africa. Where did they go? Did they go to Turkey? I don't know, somewhere. I'm somewhere in another continent, but I literally I was coming this way anyways. I was headed this way. I'm not here because I like you. Ew, gross. Get over
I was going to
yourself.
go to TJ Maxx and I took a wrong turn. Okay.
I was on my
And
way to
here
the
I am.
Max. They have great after Christmas sales. Like, oh my God. She just was like, here's the part. And it was so cringy.
Do you know how cute she'd look in short hair and all kind of curly? She just would. She would look much better. But I just think it's sad that he went back to his room. Of course, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it, and he's not. Like she said, she's got 2 weeks to work on him. So let's see. But do all these girls that come over for Usman or for any of the guys, do they all leave sick mothers? The mother's not feeling real good. Why are you leaving your mom?
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty nice that she caretakes her mom.
Well, I do
she
too,
seems
but
to
now
do a really good job. And her mom was like, "Yeah, go get it. If you need to explore it, if you want to explore it." We all know it's not going to work out, but I think she's just kind of just being delusional. But I think she did feel really bad about leaving her mom, so I wouldn't hold that against her.
Okay, all right. Because
she can't let her whole life stop. She's only 50. I mean, she just has to find someone a little more age appropriate who actually isn't just
oh my goodness, yes.
Fame. But I mean, she does a pretty good job, caring for her mom. But when I see her acting like she's back in high school or junior high, like, oh God, ew, gross, as if I like you. I don't, stupid, punch, gross. Do you love me? No, I didn't say that. I love you. Gross. It just came out. It was a kid. It was a joke. Clearly it was a joke. You don't know jokes. Oh my God, I want to put my body on yours forever. Ew. That was another joke.
Did I say that?
Did I say that? Ew, God. I'm just messing with you. God, get out of here. Ew. She was about to like push him out. It was really weird. Really weird.
Well, I feel bad. I mean, I just hope her mom's going to be okay by the time she comes back home without Usman, without a ring, without anything. Oh my goodness. Usman is not interested. He's going to just keep pushing her off.
Yeah, this isn't like the Angela situation where Angela, well, I mean, she's emotionally immature like Angela is with relationships, but Angela was such Angela and Michael, she just, when she left her mom and her mom was like dying, and it's like all she wanted to do was fight with this man, and it was just the most immature relationship I've ever seen in my life.
It was bad.
But I think this lady has been caretaking for a while. I don't know. I just had a little bit of a softer spot for her than I did Angela, because Angela is just Angela. But
see, and I'm getting to that point where I'm going to need some help coming up here. So I think you should devote your life to your mother, because without her, you wouldn't have a life. Okay. Just a thought.
Got it.
Let's go to Ella and Johnny, shall we?
Sure. And this is my favorite look from her friend. Oops, I got to put it over here for her. Here, let me.
I'm not crazy about these people. I am not.
Oh, I like new people.
No, I'm not crazy about Ella and Johnny.
Oh my God, they're going to be, I am excited for them.
Oh, you are not. That is the
well, I mean, it's not going to be real love or anything, but it's definitely going to be interesting to watch.
Oh, honey, if I had a neighbor that stood out there in those, like a samurai type clothing, hitting a dummy with a sword.
She's into anime, Nana. It's a certain show that's out. I don't know. It's not called The Ghost Whisperer. Chell was saying he watches it. It's something. And when she described her crush, Chell was like, oh, she likes blah, 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 blah. But when her friend's like, excuse me, you grab your boobie, and then he plays with himself while you grab one big, large tati. Okay. And then you do what? You hold the camera, and then you vibrate yourself, and okay, so we're really sharing. We're really sharing. And she's like, I can't wait until he gets both of these, because these things are bigger than his head. I can't wait. I'm gonna choke him with them. I'm gonna just try to shove it in his throat. Like, that's what they do on my favorite show. It's like, it's The Ghost Whisperer or whatever the show's called.
I couldn't believe that she shared that with her girlfriends. Was that surprising to you? It was to me.
Especially since the girlfriends didn't seem to be the type of girlfriends. Well, at least the one didn't, that you share that stuff, because there's certain girlfriends you share that type of stuff with, and there's certain girlfriends who don't talk about that.
They don't talk about that.
But
right.
I did like how open she was and how she was like, oh my God, I just play with one of my giant boobs. That's her words, you know. And then he pleasures himself, and it's just so
And then
great.
I get to watch his face go all funny.
And he's
It's
just like, yeah, I mean, what is his face doing? Like,
his
I guess
eyes are rolling in the back of his head. I don't know.
he's
I'm
in
not.
such pleasure, you know. He's just so happy that these giant boobs are on the camera, I guess. So
I couldn't believe she shared that. I'm sorry. Old
she
school.
was sharing all of her sweet, sweet fantasies, baby. And then this friend is like, well, yeah, but because she's like, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah, but my husband's from Taiwan. She's like, exactly. And mine's from Japan or China. So
Japan.
same thing. Yeah. And then she's like, but not. She's like, exactly. And you're like, okay, my worry for her is, okay, she's lonely, right?
Yes.
She's been burned in the past.
Yeah.
And
which her good friend brought up, which she
in
didn't
school.
like.
Yeah. And she did not like that. She was teased in school, and now is she fetishizing this man just because he's Japanese? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it love, or do you have a fetish? Because as in Tim said on Pillow Talk, he was like, I think it was Tim, no, or if it was Kenny, I think it was Kenny. He was like, well, we know what's in her Pornhub folder or something. I was like, I didn't know you had folders in your porn or something, but
like regular folders, like you took to class.
Like a trapper keeper. She's got a trapper keeper full of anime characters.
With pencil, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With room for your pencils and pens, and it had that little magnet on it that would slap.
Close it, yeah. I do, yeah. I am not Asian. It does feel like fetishizing Asian culture.
I've never heard of that word, fetishizing.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. I thought he was Chinese. Didn't he say he's from China, Nana?
Wait.
Well, the anime she watches, I think, is Japanese. But I'm not sure.
She just said she loves Asian culture. She loves fantasy, animated posters, which I didn't understand. What are animated posters?
I think she just was talking about anime. Did she say animated posters?
That's what I wrote down.
Okay. Well,
that's what I heard.
Yeah, he's from China. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah.
And she's
Johnny,
from
the
Idaho Falls, Idaho.
How beautiful was it where she was from, and the ranch? And then she talks to her mom, who looks strangely like her friend. So I think her mom, conspiracy theory alert, I think her friend, her short-haired friend, and her share a mother. Because doesn't that look like a young...
Honey,
her
right.
young mom?
I think so too. And you can, have short hair.
Nana.
Just a minute. I'm not done.
Oh my God.
You can have short hair, but you can go to some.
We're going to mute her because I feel like she's going to get us canceled. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Go ahead, Nana.
No. I just think that you could have fluffed it a little, done something a little bit, because you see their roommate, look at her.
Like, the roommate.
That's her roommate, the girl with the longer hair.
Oh, this is the roommate. Okay. All right. Okay.
And then this is her friend. She's known the roommate. Okay. She's been with her for 8 months, and they get along like sisters. But when I saw this gal with this hairdo, I just think you could fluff it up a little. You could do something, and not look so bland.
Flat?
Maybe
flat
bland.
Hair? Okay, bland. Okay.
I just think, because I love the jean jacket. I love that kind of look. But
it's a jean vest, I believe. I think it's a jean vest.
Is it? Okay.
I think it's a vest.
I just thought she could have done a little bit more for the camera. Maybe she wants to just...
Maybe she's au natural. You know what I mean? Like, how refreshing that she has such nice skin and a nice... I don't know.
I'm not saying she doesn't. I'm just saying she could have done something a little more for the camera.
Got it. If you were going to be on camera, Nana says, do more, fluff up your hair.
I even put on eyeliner tonight for the love.
Oh my gosh.
For
if
the
it's not
love.
A full jean jacket, Nana ain't here for it.
I know.
So this is her ex, who the friend brought up, like Nana said that she didn't like food from India. So she goes to India to meet him, and they had been talking, and he doesn't want to do sexy time. He's like, I don't want good vibrations. I don't want to watch good vibrations. I don't want the big boobies. So what did he want?
I don't know. Did she give him money?
I don't know.
I don't know, but he broke her heart, is what she said.
And the mom seems very worried.
Oh, and she should be.
But it was sweet when she said, and if it doesn't work out, you know, I'll always be here for you. And I thought, oh, because I do feel for this woman, and that I do think she just really wants to find love and a partner.
I think so too.
And she's quirky.
Ella is very quirky, and I feel for her because being teased all through grade school about her weight, that's horrendous. You know, wasn't in on the cool kids club and all this. So yeah, I would love to see her
but
drop some weight.
Johnny's already telling his mom, you know, do you like how they explained America? He's like, well, she's American, they have dessert. And I was like, he's not wrong. We do eat dessert. I do like a dessert. He's not wrong.
I like dessert better than I like real food. Okay.
Sometimes I start with dessert. I'll be honest with you.
And people should.
We are the diabetes capital of the universe, I think.
You know, and it runs in our family on both sides, the diabetes.
In America. It runs in America's family.
It runs in America's family.
Yep.
And I don't know. Maybe she would like to go to the gym with me. Not that I've been there 11 times. I'm an expert.
I think the thing with Ella that we can all relate to is there's so many of us that have struggled with weight.
Oh.
And that doesn't make you any less desirable or lovable or any of that stuff.
It doesn't
but
here.
You do have to find,
there.
Not for everybody though. And I think you do have to find someone who loves you for you, whether you are this weight or that weight, loves you for you. I can understand someone saying, I want you to be healthy. But there are people, you know, just because you're a certain size doesn't mean you're necessarily unhealthy. That's just, it's not true. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. Just because, you know what I mean? So
that's true.
I fear that Johnny's going to come. He's going to get thrown off his first horse, and he's not going to be attracted to her.
On the ranch, he's going to get actually thrown off his first horse.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this is jokes, but you know what?
Okay, no,
like,
I just
wants to be a cowboy. He's going to get thrown off, and he's going to get thrown off from her. And Ebony, I don't know if you know, but little known fact: America did invent diabetes. Yeah, we did. I'm pretty
serious. Sure. I'm so proud.
I don't know. I'm just joking. I have no idea who invented diabetes, but all I know is I'm headed there. That's all I know about life. And it's a very serious illness. It is.
I think that overweight,
she doesn't have it. Mm-hmm.
And I've been every weight known to man.
Yeah.
But when I am a good weight and I feel good and I present myself differently, and it's up here too. But if you have a weight problem and it's tearing you down like it is her.
But do you think it's tearing her down, or is it the people who tease her and say that she's not beautiful because she's that weight that's tearing her down? Because had people just accepted the weight she's at, then maybe
people are not going to accept that weight, honey.
But then that's not her problem. Do you know what I mean? That's not her hating herself. That's other people and that soaking in. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying it's just terribly unhealthy. You know, it just is. It's not good for your joints.
Well,
you know, your knees.
Not necessarily. I think I see what you're saying, Anna, and I totally understand. But I do think there is something to be said for we have this obsession in the U.S. that you have to be small and slim and trim, and then you're healthy. And anyone who's bigger, there are just some people who carry their weight differently. There's some people who that's just the size that they are, but they're still strong. They can live just as long. They end up not having joint problems. I think it just depends. Because again, something Dad always said, muscle weighs more than fat. If she is doing all the stuff on the ranch, like Lazy Buddha says, she is very strong then. So I would say if she goes to a doctor and she has health issues, address it. But until then, I think it's just become normal for us to go, that person's overweight. They're unhealthy. Good luck. Your knees are going to give out and you're donezo. And in, some instances that's correct, but I think that that's just the way that America has pushed forward to kind of just fat shame people and make them feel bad when I know lots of small people who are not strong, not healthy, bad backs, bad everything, got the beatus, so I'm not trying to say you're wrong. I'm just saying it doesn't necessarily mean that she's any less healthy than any of us.
No,
I mean?
no. And I understand what you're saying, but mentally, after being every weight known to man, and I have been.
Yeah.
It's up here that you feel better about yourself. You just do. And I'm just saying, when I go into the doctor and they, on that weight scale and stuff, I'm obese. That's hurtful.
But also that BMI is bullshit. And also the food chart should technically be reversed upside down. There's so many things they've realized now.
Yeah, well,
that with science, as we go on, as we learn more, we progress. But for some reason, they don't change shit. But when I heard about the food chart, and you're like, if you actually flipped it upside down, the food pyramid or whatever, like that's the way to go. I was like, holy shit, that makes so much sense. So Nana's just obsessed with the gym right now. But I do see what you're saying. Like,
is it gym or
I think it's an individual thing. For you in your head, when you're a certain weight, you feel good. But maybe for her, we don't know yet if she feels good. And we don't know yet if her feelings are solely hers or just what society has pushed on her as what is acceptable. What's an acceptable body weight to be beautiful, like standard.
I'm not saying she's not beautiful.
No, I'm not saying you are.
She would like herself more just dropping some weight. I'm not saying take off, I'm not saying go under the knife. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying if she could drop some weight, she would feel better about herself. It just stands to,
I think I get what you're saying. I totally do. And we can move on. But I don't believe that she'd like herself more. I think there's so much more to liking yourself. And she might just love the shit out of herself just the way she is right now. But it might be society putting those pressures and those feelings on her. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think somewhere in the middle, I think it's an individual thing. Lies.
I mean, I'm an XL. I don't care. I mean, I like, there's a certain part up here. You start thinking about how you feel. I mean, I'm sick of going on the scale. I'm not doing that. I'm going by what side of the closet can I wear? How's that? Okay.
So it's up. And you know what I mean? It's hard. Everyone at one point is going to struggle. But I do think that I believe someone like her who seems to be like this beautiful, she might be fetishizing. Yes, she might be doing that, but she seems to be a very open, beautiful soul, able to give love and be vulnerable. I believe she would love herself more if people weren't so hard on her in the way she looked. And I'm saying we as a collective didn't, judge people based on their size so harshly and make all these assumptions. Can you imagine like the prejudices we have against people who are overweight and ourselves? I mean, we're looked at like even biologically, it's like, oh, she might not be able to procreate or, oh, this or that or the other thing. So you carry that. It's a very heavy burden to carry.
Yeah, no, and I understand. And I'm not one to fat shame because I'm every woman. Anyway, no, I'm sorry. I don't know what made me think of Oprah, but
I'm every woman. It's all in me. That's Whitney Houston. Anything you want done, baby, I do it naturally. Oh.
So I just, I just know. I mean, anybody that is, I'm just saying, her size, okay, would feel better dropping some weight, and she'd feel better about herself.
Not necessarily. So that's just the beauty of both of our opinions, right, Nana? And we still
that's right. That's
love
the joy.
Each other. It's still
that's the joy.
No matter what size you are deserving of love and respect from strangers and your friends and society. And no one has the right to just make assumptions that like you're gonna get this and you're gonna get that. It's like you don't know. Are you at her doctor's appointments? And not saying you, Nana, but I'm saying society as a whole. We don't know. It's that person's. Business.
I have been at all these different doctor's appointments at every size.
You were at her doctor's appointments? No, I'm just kidding.
at every size, so my heart goes out to her because I know the ups and downs of weight issues. Okay.
But I thought it was nice, her conversation with her mom.
I did too. I liked it.
and that her mom is, supportive, and she's worried about her daughter. She's like, I don't want her getting hurt. But Johnny, I mean, we haven't seen much of Johnny, but he seems to be excited. He wants to be a cowboy and she wants to be an anime. So it's a very interesting situation.
That's quite a couple. That's quite a couple.
Quite a couple.
Truly, I love the ranch that she lives on. That's
very
beautiful.
Just
beautiful. That's
very
just beautiful. So she's had bad relationships before. She stopped looking for men in Idaho. She did not date in high school, which breaks my heart.
Yeah, because she's gorgeous and she has like a super fun personality and she's beautiful. And so it's just, again, I think if society quits telling women what they should look like, when they should lose weight, just let people live. If we're supposed to just let people live their lives, let them live their lives. What is it hurting you? You know what I mean? That's the thing right now. My weight is being discussed like crazy on the internet. Crazy how fat I am and how this or that. And it has none of their business. And how, you know what I mean? Like, I can't help it. I'm beautiful at every size. Like, I can't help that. I can't help it. Like, even when I get a tummy, I look goody. I can't help it. And neither can Ella. She can't help it either. She is rocking it. But I do worry about her because Johnny is saying she has a pretty face, but this, and I think if you've ever been overweight, you hear people say that and you're like, don't say that shit about people. Don't tell people, oh, you got a pretty face. Screw you.
I know.
That's so rude. So, all right. So she is just waiting. She's excited. He says he's going to cook for her. But the friends they're skeptical, Nana. They're very skeptical.
I know they are. And I just think she's giving too much to him already.
Yeah. Well, were you surprised to find out he has a kid?
And that he's got full custody, though?
But his parents are mostly taking care of the
right.
kid because he's traveling. And then her friends even said, well, I mean, he's going to come here without the kid? So yes, I wonder if the kid would ever move here permanently. I don't know. It's always so.
It's harder when they have children.
Yeah, it gets a little. Whenever these people have kids, and it's just like, oh, you're making this huge move, and you don't really know this person, and you're going to uproot your child, and then you're taking away from the grandparents who's been taking care of the kid. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, so, I don't either.
Who do you want to go to next? Because I think that kind of sums up what's going on there. We're just waiting to meet Johnny. We're waiting for Johnny to get here. She's super excited. They'll get to vibrate in person. I mean, that's exciting for them, So who do you want to go to next?
Well, she's got 1 month, a month and a half till Johnny gets her. She says, Mom says you will have a hard time losing the weight. Mom says this and said she thinks Johnny's just wants a green card. She told her that. And he also said, I can't wait to get there to cook for you and cook healthy. So I thought, well, that was nice. I like that.
Yeah.
If you had somebody cooking for you, bring it on. I love that.
Well, I just like someone to cook for me, period. So yeah.
Amen. Amen. Mom has not trusted her boyfriends in the past. She tells her mom, this one will be different. And then mom tells her, don't cry. And I just, I feel her pain. That's all I'm saying about this weight business. I'm feeling this because I just am.
Right, who are we next?
Let's see. Let's go to Memphis.
Oh, Memphis. This is another woman where Memphis is beautiful and successful and all the good stuff. And why am I hearing her say, I hope he thinks I'm pretty. I hope he thinks I'm not too short. What are these guys doing out here and saying about her that has made this woman who is a nurse practitioner and gorgeous to boot be like, I hope I'm good enough for him. I hope he's good enough for you. You're a whole doctor. What are you talking about?
She is. She's beautiful. She really is. And that little step that she does, the way she walks, it's just so confident. And she's just, she's just darling. And she's excited. And she had a hard start. She's in foster care and moved around a lot, she said. And that just, to me,
That's a
breaks my
good
heart.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point, is that early trauma of,
Yes.
having, her mom not be able to care for her, her dad not there, that abandonment that follows
Yes.
you. And then, she goes over in the previous episodes to her foster sister's house, and then they're talking, she drives her to the airport, and it's so sad
It,
because
it
what this
does.
woman has accomplished with also being a single mom, I mean, it's huge. And
It's
she still has a
huge.
very successful working co-parenting relationship with her ex, which not a lot of people can do.
She's putting the children first. She is very smart. And so is her ex for doing that. Not to be fighting and bickering between themselves, but putting the kids first.
Mhm.
This Yahoo Hamza, he lives with his mother. He sleeps till who knows when, but his mom's in there trying to wake him up. He jumps out of bed. She's already making the bed. Oh, don't do that to your sons, ladies. Don't do that. He is going to be someone else's problem. He can't sleep with each other until they're married, and that's her rules for the house. He has told Memphis differently and said, yes, we'll be able to.
He lied to her, and she's looking
Straight
forward.
out.
All they understand is sexy time, and now she's not even going to get the one word they both understand. But here's where I was so sad, is that his beautiful mom here, right? When he explained, I know he's going to end up probably being a jerk and a man-child and all that stuff. However, when he explained how his mom's worth went down after the divorce and how basically he needs to get married and find a way to support her, because as a divorced woman,
yes,
where they live, she's completely devalued. And I'm like, oh my God, this is why I'll be a feminist till the day I die. All the men who don't believe in it or believe in misandry or whatever that fake thing they made up so someone could feel bad for them, I don't give a shit.
well,
There
back
are
in the
still
day, honey,
so many places, and still in the United States, we have, tons of misogyny, and the patriarchy, it holds us back from a lot. But this is like so blatant that it's a stain on the woman to be divorced, but the man can go start a new family and be fine. But the woman is seen as some kind of object or property, to where she's tarnished and tainted and can't even like get a job and support herself. It's sick. I felt so bad when he was describing that, and my heart kind of opened to him, like, okay, he's trying to find a way to support his mom, because she has there it makes me feel like she has, what hope does she have if, as a society where she's living, they're just like, oh, she's kind of, the way he explained it, she's used good, she's bad now.
it's so sad because when he was saying that about his mom and the kind of the way that society there looks at his mother being a divorced woman,
Yeah.
reminded me of growing up Catholic. And if you were divorced, you got shunned from the church.
Horrible.
Unless you got an annulment, which cost thousands of dollars. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely
And
ridiculous.
that lasted a long time. Like, annulments still are important.
That wasn't, I mean, that just, I don't know if, I'm sure they've opened up their doors a little bit better, but that's still in the 60s. The 60s don't seem that far away, but I guess they have been. But yeah, that just was disgusting to me, that women that were divorced were just looked down on. And well, where are these men? Are they? The women are still going to church.
Yeah, they're saying it's the woman's failure. I mean, we see that with Heather Gay in Real Housewives of Salt Lake City too. It's like the tarnish and the stain, the the scarlet letter stays on the woman, and the man just walks away completely absolved of any blame or anything, because it's up to the woman to keep that shit together. It's like, oh my, that is some bullshit.
It is. It is. I'm sorry.
It's bullshit.
It is.
Yeah. So I felt bad. I felt bad.
Are model worthy. She'd be booked and busy in beauty and fashion.
Right.
Marlene Dietrich. Yes. She was very, very pretty woman. Very kind of stunning, the mom. But boy, she just waits on her baby boy left and right. they're going to move on to, what was that other show that they were showing? Mama's Biggest Baby. What was the name of that
Mama's
show?
Boy.
Yeah.
I married a Mama's Boy or something.
Yeah, they're going to be on that one. He loves kickboxing, and that's kind of fun to see. He also, Mom brought flowers for him to give her. I thought that was kind of sweet, but kind of like,
he should
let
do
him
that.
do something for himself.
He's a mess. He
doesn't drive.
Was it because he yelled at the instructor, got in a fight with him during his test?
Yes.
Or something? Okay.
Yes. So he's got a friend taking him to the airport. At least his mother didn't have to. He feels once he gets to America, he can help out his mom, like you mentioned. And his past relationships have been very rocky. He has low self-esteem. Now, he seems like a very nice
He don't
young
seem
man.
like he has low self-esteem.
I didn't think he did either, but he seems like a nice man. They meet, they hug, he's happy. She thanks him for Mom's flowers. Okay. Now Carol, I gotta do this. I love how this is from Carol W. I love how you have your hand over the mute button in case Nana says something bad. I'd like one for my mom. That's funny, Carol. I like it. And she does do that because sometimes they do go off and
you're fine, Nana. You're fine. You have the right to your opinion. No one's going to cancel you.
You
we joke, and I like that we can have a dialogue. I know you feel guilty right now. I can see it in your face and your eyes.
I know. I do, because I don't want to project bad things because she's heavier. You are just a product of what you were raised in and the judgment you received. And all I'm asking is for you to just look at, that this is a societal thing that we've been conditioned to believe this size is bad, this size good, but medical issues can happen at any size. True story. And I want to
mind our business to people's weight. It's not our business what other people weigh. No, it's okay, Nana. No,
but I always made jokes about my weight, and that's how I got around it, and I always thought I'll make a joke about my weight before someone else comes at me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I mean, that's how I always did it. And
totally. And it's progress. It's like even how I talk about myself. I was talking to my friend Nicole, and she has a teenage daughter, and we were doing our laughs taping together in Las Vegas for Amazon. And she was saying, God, I'm so excited for this next generation, because my daughter and her friends, the way they speak about body positivity and all this shit, because we're so hard on ourselves. Because I showed up and I was like, oh, I feel so big. I don't want to be on camera. I almost canceled my taping. I was unhappy with the way I looked. And she was like, that's like our generation that was put in us to hate ourselves, and this idea that we had to be this size, and now and that's progress, like your generation, then a little less in mine. And I feel like this next generation is coming in and going, I'm putting a crop top on if I want a crop top. I don't give a fudge what my size is. And I love that. And anybody who has an opinion about your size, it's saying more about them than it is about you, because they hate themselves. Because you will never catch me going, look at that. That's not how you talk unless you hate yourself.
Yeah, I would never. Right. And I felt bad the way I was projecting that, because I didn't mean it that way.
I know your heart, Nana.
I have always had
Nana
that
was
weight
the
issue.
kid in school that was teased. You were teased for your weight regularly.
Yes. Well, that was from 5th grade on, and then, you start looking at the boys, 9th grade, you start, you try to drop a few pounds, whatever. By the time I met your dad, I think I was anorexic. I'm not sure.
Seriously, but that's the kind of
serious. That's what was in my head.
I remember when I was a kid, Nana would be on these diets, and she never made me feel bad about my weight, which I'm very lucky, because I had a lot of friends whose moms were very outspoken about their weight, and they ended up with eating disorders. And my mom and dad were my dad would always say, you're strong. He would always say, muscle weighs more than fat, Joleen, don't believe the scale. And he wanted me to just feel strong, to empower me. And so I'll always be very grateful for that. But I remember you being on these diets, I just eat grapefruit. And I'm like, 9 years old. I'm like, was she just eating grapefruit? Grapefruits are nasty, but that's the kind of thing that they were telling women. It's like, you better keep that small waist. You better this. And the guys go get beer guts and whatever. And we had,
I mean, growing up, we had Twiggy as our, Oh, she's the best. She's about this big. But I always made fun of my weight. That way I got it out there before someone else could. And what you think you look like and what actually you look like sometimes are two different things. But I was constantly on diets, constantly. I knew
we
every
waste our
diet.
lives on
Yes.
these,
Oh my God. I have missed so
things.
many good donuts in my lifetime because I was on Dr. Stillman's water diet, 8 glasses of
What's
water
a
a day.
Dr. Stillman's
8
water diet?
Thank you for asking. 8 glasses of water a day, meat, cheese, fish, and eggs, and no diet jello, none of that
Atkins?
stuff. That's exactly what Atkins is now, but they used to call it Dr. Stillman's
Oh my gosh.
diet, and I was on it, and I was so a fanatic about it that I had to drop this weight, and I think that's why my heart hurts when I see someone with weight like that, because I know I just know
You're
how I
just
felt.
projecting your struggle onto it, how you felt. So,
Absolutely.
Faith City, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Joleen, have you watched on Netflix? What the health? I'm writing that down. I have not watched it. Is it worth watching? It
What the
seems
hell?
like it
Thank you,
is.
Faith City. Thank you. How many people we got in there? Oh,
I
we
could
still
tell,
got
Nana, from
188.
your little face. I knew that you felt like you hurt someone's feelings,
I
and
didn't want
that's
to
why
hurt
it's so.
anybody.
But that's why I love having lives with you and Chell, and and even Busy. We think differently about stuff, but the fact that we can talk about it and share each other's sides and perspectives, and you can teach me stuff, and I can teach you shit. I mean, that's the great thing about like the generational.
Did you know I
the
was
differences
feeling that?
too. Of course I did. That's why I wanted to move on, because I didn't want to make you feel bad, but I also, as your daughter, you always try to make me better. I try to make you better. I feel like we just want good stuff. Like, I love you.
Right.
You're the nicest person I know. So
I love you too.
but I know that you are like, oh crap, I don't mean to hurt people's feelings, for sure. You were just talking about your
my heart
journey.
my heart goes out there because I've been there. And that's
no, don't worry about it. Everyone in the chat showing you so much love.
I just get a little.
I know. Well, because you would hate to hurt someone's feelings, because that is,
I
no
don't
one
want
wants
to
to
do
do
that
that.
at all.
There's enough
No.
things in this world that are negative and gross. Like,
I
no.
know, way too much.
Mm-mm.
Let's just bring it up. Okay.
We love Nana, but I'm glad you said it. Like, I'm glad.
I know.
I'm glad we can have these conversations. I'm glad, because you're never
I-
gonna all think the same.
No,
You're never gonna think the same as your parents. You're never gonna vote the same, think this. But you have to be able to, when you love someone, you come to a common ground. You bring what you know, they bring what they know, and then you just try to show the most compassion and empathy you can, because life is fucking hard, and people are getting judged nonstop. And so when I see someone like Ella, I just see, well, there's nothing wrong with her, but there's something wrong with the society in which she lives in that tells her there's something wrong with her. And whatever she plans to do on her journey with her health is her fucking business. That's and right. Not ours. And we need to quit, telling people, why don't you go to the fucking gym? Like, do you know how many times that's been said to me now by my stalker and harassment? You fat bitch, you this, you that. And you hear it enough times and you start to believe these things. And then you go, oh, I'm not going to believe this person. And half the time it's from people who got weight on them too. So it's like,
it's like, stop. Yes.
Mind your business. A woman's body, and especially women, our bodies, it just, since the beginning of time, they want to legislate it. They want to tell us what we need to look like, what they need to smell like. We got to douche. We got to be skinny. It's like, no, grow all your hair out, young girls. Smell any way you want. Be comfortable, because this is the one skin you get. This is the one body you get. This is the one life you get. Don't live it from some patriarchal bullshit products they're trying to sell to you, because they sell that shit and they put the prices up for women. Don't believe the hype. If you, whatever size you are and you're fucking happy, that's you. And you are beautiful and you're worthy, and everyone's worthy of love. And some dumb fuck saying you're fat is just a dumb fuck.
I know. And there was enough. Yeah.
Like, it's just ridiculous.
There was enough people in my life that I know. I mean, now that I read about what like anorexia and things like that,
there's so many
seriously, I remember good times in my life, and I can tell you what weight I was at.
Yeah.
How sad is that?
But had society never put that shit in your head, or had adults never put that in your head, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. This is all created. This is just created by people making standards. Who makes the standards? Do it's all for sales, do clothing companies make the standards? Does the media make the standards? And that's what I feel like the younger generation, they're like, we're making the standards. And if I'm comfortable in this, I'm going to wear it. And you know what? That's the beauty of it. And that's why when I was talking to my friend Nicole, she was telling me the stuff her daughter says. And I'm like, that's why I have so much hope for this young generation, because I feel like they're just beautiful Gen Z babies.
Right. I love that they have more self-confidence.
Yeah,
I remember, I'm 67. I think, how many more summers am I going to have just sweating in these longer sleeve things? I'm showing my arms.
Your arms are great. Your arms are great.
Yeah, I don't care. But you have it in your head that, you're waving at everybody. But anyway.
Yeah. And it's okay, if you want to, however you cope with your own, whether it's your journey, struggle, however you want to say it, your own stuff, that's you. But to project that onto other people, we just, we're all guilty of it. And we just try to check ourselves so that we go, that don't harm me none. Don't harm that person's size doesn't harm me none. It just doesn't.
I remember chasing after your dad. And before he was your dad, and I wanted to lose all this weight. And so I went on my own diet.
Oh, Nana, your diets were always
they were really bad. The raisin diet. Okay. Raisins.
What? Did you make this up? I once did a trail mix and Pinot Grigio diet after I went through a bad breakup. I lost 20 pounds. I'll be honest with you. I was a drunk, but I lost 20 pounds.
Raisins and water. Are you kidding me? I was in the bathroom so often, no one could see all the weight I was losing. Anyway, so
are raisins like prunes where they kind of keep you?
That's all you're eating. Yeah.
No, it's a great conversation to have. Don't feel bad. No, your intentions are not bad. And just having the awareness to be like, oh, just to even think that you might have hurt someone's feelings and want to continue the conversation just shows that you're not coming from a bad place.
I certainly would not want to hurt anyone's feelings, especially when it comes to this, especially because it's near and dear to my heart. So with that, thanks everybody, and we'll move on. Okay.
We're on the last couple now?
We are, and it's one of the ones that breaks my heart because he's only thinking of himself.
No.
Alina, I believe you say it, and Caleb. Alina. Love the name Caleb.
Caleb.
Not crazy about this guy. Just not.
No.
Alina is 27. She's very nervous for meeting him. She's now. What are they? A small person?
She's a little person, and I think she has dwarfism.
Okay.
I think, but yeah, she's a little person, and so they met when they were younger, and they met on social media, and they were talking. So they've been talking for like 13 years on and off. And now
isn't that wild?
Gonna go meet her. Yep, another turkey situation. He gets the hotel like we talked about last time with no elevator. He finally shows up, and he's
quite full of himself.
He's quite full of himself, and he's also like, God, well, do I have to lift this? It's like, bro, you just got here. He made her feel like an inconvenience.
Yes, I couldn't have said it any better. That's exactly it.
God.
And he says, I can't believe how he says, I didn't expect you to be this small. Really? Is that what you're going to say? You just want to look at him and say, I didn't expect you to be such a prick. Okay.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
And sir, again, we got this Andrew kind of the hair thing where if you got your hair long, guys, we got to introduce men to dry shampoo because it can't always look wet when it's not wet.
He's just thinking he's all that and you're not. And the way you're treating her, shame on you, and not thinking ahead. Like, granted, I think if I would have gotten a room at a hotel, I agreed with them there. I just would assume that they'd have an elevator. I've never been at another hotel that didn't have an elevator, but you're in another country, sir.
Yeah, and you've never been there. Different. And ask, and like Haru's saying, I wonder what you're talking about for 13 years and don't understand dwarfism. Like at any time, you had to have talked about, different challenges she faces being in a world that's built for people who are completely different heights than her. So, You didn't even think to check on that. You didn't think to check if the beds were accessible. You didn't think to check on anything. So thank
The toilet. She
God.
can't even get up to the
Yeah.
toilet. Come on.
Thank God her friend came with her, which I don't know if her friend is straight or gay, bi, pan. I don't know what he is. However,
I love him.
I wish they were into each other because he would be perfect because he actually, like, me and Chell were watching it, and Chell goes, the difference between this friend and Caleb is the friend loves her and loves her as a person and cares about her. And this guy's like, I wonder what it'll be like. And that's exactly what it is.
That's all Caleb's looking for. I mean, he's just, and I right away, I got just a bad feeling about him.
Yeah, he literally said, like Jesse said, what are you going to hold? She goes, my purse. Nothing. Your nutsack. Get moving, butt face. Like, what are you talking about? What am I going to hold? What is this? Ain't a 50-50. You're trying to woo me, butt face. Like, this is no woo. You're just going, ugh.
It's more challenging than I thought. Really? You haven't even been with her 24 hours and you're already saying this? You're not going to last that 2 weeks or whatever you're together. You are not. I hope she doesn't allow it.
I'm glad the friend stayed and he's in another hotel room. And then the dude checks. He finds out that her friend stayed over the night before. And then he's all, well, what happened? Because he's the type that does hook up with his friends. And then he checked the sheets for jisms. You know he was checking that. You know, why is he checking the sheets? What's he looking for? Hair?
I didn't even think that.
I'm like, he's checking for bodily fluids because he's nasty like that. Why is he looking at the sheets? What else would you find on the sheets?
I did.
Well, did he think he crapped the bed? Made the bed?
Oreo crumbs, okay? But anyway.
Yeah, we should have known, Carolyn, when he was so like, I gotta pack a protein powder. No, you gotta pack some smarts and some empathy, sir. I think he was looking for jisms.
Oh,
he wanted a black light on that.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, you're gross, sir. You're gross. Alina,
I am so sorry. Better. I wasn't even thinking that way. She does deserve better.
Justice for Alina.
But no kiss for her, nothing. She needs confirmation that he likes her, is what she said, which kind of broke my heart.
So sad.
Did you just meet me here to be my friend? And he says, you think I came all this way just to be your friend? I wouldn't even want to be your friend, Caleb,
No.
So I'm looking forward to seeing where these two go, where they end up.
I thought I had more screenshots of them. Sorry, I'm just going to pull something.
It's all right.
Let's see. Because I thought I took a picture because they have this like very interesting shot that they shot from below to show the height difference, because they wanted to make it really extreme.
And because
I was looking at it and Charles like, oh, they definitely shot that kind of like. To make it look even more. Yeah. But I mean, she was so
up there.
The thing about Alina that's so beautiful is she comes to the table with a completely open, vulnerable heart and wants to be loved and show love. And then this is what she gets.
And he just made me sad the way he was treating her, the things he said. He's very callous. So Callous Caleb is what we're going to be calling him.
Callous Caleb.
Caleb. Yeah,
CC. Yeah, he didn't even kiss on the cheek. Nothing. Like he just showed up with tons of judgment and like, oh, whoa. And I'm just like, Caleb, oh, no, go home. And usually I'm gonna say this: the more accessories the guy has, the bigger the douche. That's usually how it goes. And this guy comes with all the accessorize. Okay. So he packed all of his fake readers, all of his scarves, all of his half hats that he wears right, in the middle of his head, his beanies, these little work boot things that it's like, what work are you doing? But he didn't, pack, his protein powder, It was really, really uncomfortable. I felt for Alina. I just wanted her friend to come back, and I wanted to be like,
I felt bad for her because she just so sweet, and he is not.
Yes, Ken she and her best friend go explore the city. Can they fall in love?
And
I don't know if they're each other's type, but can they just like, I mean, they're in a
I
band together
love
with
that.
another friend, and he's so sweet and he cares about her. And I realized, she might not be his type, he might not be her type, but he just really cares about her as a person. That's the kind of guy she needs to find. And Caleb ain't it. He's gonna continue to piss us off. I know it. I know it.
I'm not.
Monsieur Ledouche. Monsieur Ledouche. Hello,
I'm
Monsieur
not a fan, Caleb. I'm not a fan.
Oh no. Right when just even the way he looked at her and the way he was sizing her up, and that, like you said, the first thing he said was, "Oh, you're smaller than I thought," and well, what are you gonna carry? And well, there's no elevator. And he's like, "This is hard." I'm like, "You just got there, Caleb. You just got there." He's like, "Oh God, I can't even imagine having to go through life as Alina then, when nothing is built for her size." Imagine the 24 hours she had to spend previously because you didn't research a hotel that had accessibility.
Yes.
So she had to have her friend there. And thank goodness her friend was there. Otherwise, she wouldn't even get in that damn bed.
I know. And the friend even said, and I wish I remembered the friend's name, said, "I can't even get up on this bed. It's pretty tall."
I know. I love the friend. I love him.
I do too. I
love him.
So
we
I
need
like
to start
this.
falling in love with our best friends.
I just saw that. I said, boy, I love that.
But he might not be into her. She might, you know what I mean? Like, he could be gay, he could be bi, he could be pan. We don't know. But I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed.
Mm-mm. I liked his mom and dad. Not so much him.
Do you think after he went and showered, do you think they ended up doing it?
No. No, I don't. If he can't even kiss her,
sad.
I know. I'm sorry. I mean,
so thank you. His name's Elijah. Elijah, you sweet friend. You are such a good friend too.
Love the
Alina.
Friend.
Everyone should have an Elijah in their life, and Elijah should have an Elijah in his life because he was such a sweetie, wipe the seedy, and is really looking out for her, and that's amazing.
It was. This is a good franchise, though. I really, you just feel for some of these people. This is a good cast.
You do. You feel for the Alinas. You feel for Mike. I even feel a little for Ximena. I want to learn more about her story. Let's see, Soulja Boy and the 12-year-old. I mean, it'll be funny. It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Possibly. But we feel for Ella. We'll see with Johnny. They both could be fetishizing each other. He wants to be in the Westerns and she wants to be in anime or something. And we'll just, and then, oh my God, we're going to have tons of entertainment with old Hatsy McGee. And did you have sex with the waitress?
Oh my God, Jasmine.
Don't tip her because then they expect tips from us. It's like he can do what he wants with his money.
Yes, he's the one, because the waitress was smart. She put it right in the middle of him, the bill, and she pushed it over to him.
Yeah.
I thought, well, that's fine,
And then Jasmine's like, what are you looking at, bitch? Like, she looked at the waitress, and the waitress is, I feel like that's what she wanted to say. She's going to get more and more jealous and more.
Oh, she's going to go. Yeah. She's going to go cuckoo on.
Lying, Nana. He's still friends with his ex because she's like, we need to decorate. We're going to see in the next episode. We need to decorate your apartment with some Panamanian stuff and not stuff from your stupid ex-wife. But he's still friendly. So it seems like that's what she's going to find on his phone. Because we did see a preview that she's going to find something. I thought, is he cheating? But I think maybe he's just friendly and she's going to freak out.
I know. He's not going to be able to have any friends, any family. It's just her. And if you just have to deal with Jasmine 24/7, oh my God, take me now, Lord. No.
Take me now. I don't care how good you look in thong underpants. I mean, that is some bad vibes.
That's right.
Vibes. Even for old Hattie McGee, that is some bad vibes. So that is our breakdown of episode 3,
That's our wrap up.
Season 5 of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days.
Before
that
the
was
90
episode
days.
3, right? Yeah.
That was episode 3, season 5. And then how many likes do we have? Because I don't see that part of it.
I gotta look it up. Nana's
Okay.
very
I love the likes.
She
I
loves
think it's
the
fun.
likes. But what's even now become more important than the likes, Nana, is the comments that are posted on the video after it posts. So if you guys don't mind, that
that's
helps
nice
us
too. Yes.
a ton. And tonight, if you're looking for something to watch after Joleen and Nana, starting right now, actually, as we're wrapping up, go over to Down with Jason. If you guys support Up and Adam and Down with Jason, which you should, Down with Jason has Captain Sean on. So they cover Below Deck, him and Josh.
Oh.
And so I have been on there a couple times talking about Below Deck, and they got Captain Sean and Josh, Jason's co-host for the Below Deck. He loves Captain Sean, and everyone gives him shit about it. And we all kind of tease him and razz him about it, but he really is a fan, and Captain Sean's going to come on and talk to him. And he's very busy on Instagram. He has like a name like the Party Starter, something that he shouldn't as a middle-aged man, but he does. So it's going to be.
He's the captain, right? The white-haired.
No, that's Captain Lee. Captain Sean just did a short stint before Captain Lee could come and do the season because he had a medical procedure. So Captain Sean was like a micromanager. He's like this little guy. He was an interesting dude, and Josh was a big fan, and so it's fun. But go over there.
I think that's wonderful. Absolutely.
I don't know. Okay, so before we wrap up, I don't know what I clicked on. Okay, but somewhere along the line, I've been getting these videos, and I feel like it's something you would like. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to gross anyone out, but I keep getting these recommendations on YouTube of relax every day with Sac Dep Spa, like these removing these things from your skin, like these sacs, and it's like almost like a blackhead, but I don't know what it's called, but it keeps popping up, and it gives me the
Shannon had that done. Don't do it, honey.
No, you know what I'm talking about? It's like
I do know what you're talking about. Like
what is
like
it?
The pores.
Yeah, but they're very big, like deep sacs.
They magnify it to make it look big.
I was like, Nana will like this, but why am I getting recommended this?
I don't know. I like Dr.
It's showing it.
Okay, don't look.
I already did.
Look at me. Okay.
But they do magnify it because this one don't look as bad, but
they
I get that thing because there's an actual, oh my God, no. Oh, okay. There's an actual saying for if you have a reaction like I'm having where you get like what's it called? The goosebumps. The goosebumps to like holes, seeing like holes, like deep holes and stuff.
Yeah.
In skin and stuff. It's a thing. Okay, I'm going to look it up. It's a phobia. And I didn't know about it, but me and Busy, I don't think it was me and you, but I think it was me and Busy talked about phobia of holes. Okay, there's a name for it. And it's called trypophobia. It refers to a disgust or fear of a pattern of holes. Seeing clusters of holes in foods, flowers, and everyday items like sponges can trigger feelings of revulsion and seeing it in skin.
Really?
I'm not going to show it. Don't worry, guys.
Oh,
but yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. I love Swiss cheese. Everything's food. What?
No, but like if I see something, even out in nature, and I'll just get the goosebumps. I'll be like, oh. Like right now, my skin is crawling.
Oh, because I walk. Well, Dad'll walk by, and I'm watching Dr. Pimple Pumper. Dr.
Nana, Pimple. That's a different thing that you and Dad. If you and Dad are watching Dr. Pimple Pumper, that's on Pornhub.
Dr. Pimple Popper. That's like red baby buggy bumpers. Yeah.
That's so funny. Someone says DGF said my niece has a phobia sunflowers because they have those holes. So sometimes on stuff
they really
like that,
do. The big sunflowers, yes.
Yeah, like I love sunflowers, but sometimes with stuff like that, I'll try to like rub against it with my hand or my foot to close up the holes. I know that's so freaking weird.
No, that's not any more weird than when I walk down the street. Did it when I was a kid, still do it as an adult. And if I see a rock, I push it with my foot to another rock so they can be friends. So, hey, Hello.
You don't want the rocks to be alone. But sorry, you were saying Dad walked past you and you were watching Dr. Pimple Pumper. What happened on Dr. Pimple Pumper?
Oh, he just goes crazy. He goes, you cannot tell me you enjoy this. And he freaks
I can't
out.
watch that shit.
He just goes, oh, I'm going downstairs. I go, no, watch this because all this stuff comes out and he has this great big lump here. And I love that she helps people like that.
I do like that there's help for that, but I can't watch it.
She's great. Oh, I could do that. Oh, all day long. All day long I could watch her.
Nana,
She's so good.
A car porn update? Have you figured it out? You haven't sent me a picture yet.
I haven't, because here's the thing. Okay, that's why I think people are listening, and same with Alexa. I've been in the car and I said, I think it happened when I asked the GPS where to go someplace, you know.
Dr. Pimple Pumper. You were like, yeah, show me Dr. Pimple Pumper. And they were like, now showing Dr. Pimple Pumper.
It has not shown up since I talked about it. What is that about? And I got my camera ready. Every time I get in that car, I'm ready. I'm going, okay.
But have you plugged Dad's phone in where it's coming from?
It isn't your father.
Okay.
I know you keep saying that.
Dad would laugh at this joke, this ongoing joke. Have you told him yet that I think he's to blame for your car porn?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
And he started to laugh. He goes, I get some weird stuff on my phone. I'll give you that. But I never got those two guys.
Silence says, thank you, Joleen and Nan. I don't even watch this show, but I love y'all so much. I don't watch Anchor Watch either, but I'll be in Jason's bushes later. Yay. You guys, if you head over to Jason's channel, make sure you say hi and say Joleen and Nana sent you, because we love
That's
Up
right.
and Adam Down with Jason. So yes.
That Up and Adam, man, is he cute, isn't he?
He's only 29, Nana. Okay. You cradle robber.
Wait, I got pretty excited.
Nana pulled out her own Nana's pulling out over talking about Up and Adam. She's pulling out. So Nana doesn't
I got
want any
pretty
more
excited.
babies.
I'm really sorry.
You just did the pull out method talking about Up and Adam. So
there we go. I'm really sorry.
Oh, Hope says your daughter-in-law has that. She couldn't watch a season of America. Okay. Yes. Wasp Nest can do that. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. There was stuff in Freak Show, American Horror Story Freak Show, that I couldn't watch due to stuff like that. So
never heard of that. That would be the same with the anthills type things. When you see those giant anthills.
Yeah. Mine, know? I think I can. Yeah. I probably, as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, but like any kind of cone type.
I wonder what triggers that, I just don't know.
It just literally makes my skin crawl. I'm trying to think of things. Okay. So like holes in like concrete, like air holes and slices of bread, skin problems like sore scar spots. Some people have it with like shower heads. It's really weird. I never knew it was a thing. I just knew when I saw certain stuff, I got like icked, and then that's all I can say is icked out. And then I saw on Daily Blast Live, they were talking about it like a year or so ago. Al Jackson was talking about it. And shout out to Al Jackson. We toured Europe together for the troops back in 2016. Oh, I
remember. So, Al. Yes, I do.
So he is now, and has been since the beginning of the show, a host on Daily Blast Live with Jeff Schroeder and a bunch of other people. Jeff Schroeder from Big Brother. So Al was talking about it, and then I only like to watch Al's parts, and so that's how I started. Like, that's what happens to me.
Wow, because I just like to watch Up and Adam's parts. Okay. And
all right. Good sexually harassing. We love you guys. Thank you for the comments, the super chats, the support.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks for letting us have a fun, interesting conversation where all parties get to share their opinions.
Yeah, that's right. We're just going to keep it up. Keep it up here.
And we rise above.
Again, my prayers go out to you. You know who you are. Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye now.
Thank you so much. If you like what you see.